G'day mates, how's it going? I'm back. Um, that one. Why did I have to think about that? That was weird. I got this clip. Um, Something about Shiylocke. I figured I'd watch that first. I don't know what we're watching today. Maybe we watch some funny Ozzy Osbourne clips. There's probably like a lot of those, right? Because they did that like show with his whole family. Everything looks fine. I think. This look good. This looks good. This looks good. This looks good. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's working. Everything's good. Okay. Let's watch this.
Also, thank you to everyone who had the brain cells
Oh my
to
God, so
not
bad.
fall for the rage bait of like the same 6 people who are like mentally obsessed with me. Those 6 people who just wake up and they're like, oh God, I can't wait to see what charitable deeds Shiylocke is doing today. Like micro dick in
What?
fucking hand. They're like, I can't wait to just twist some freaking charitable deeds for my own agenda to make it all appear to be about someone else. Ever since I saw under my post what they post, because like it's hard to not walk into it when they're literally in my face. I have no problem addressing
Why'd she have a
their
gun?
bullshittery on stream because they very clearly don't watch streams. The way I literally on stream
always stream with a
addressed the
gun?
fact that I tried donating, but I needed extra info and I was scared it would show my name if I log in with my data. So I was literally talking to chat like, hey, can I do this and this? Can I use this and this? Will it show this and that? And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you for educating me before I, somehow dox myself. Those people literally try and
I
twist it
don't.
into like a
I
thing of,
donate
yeah,
money
how
like.
dare you didn't
What is
donate
it?
after using this to cloud
Anonymously?
chase. And
Is
it's
that the
like,
word?
brother,
That's how I do
they
it.
literally make shit up. The amount of people that try and make this into drama bait, saying that I donated my amount to double a specific other person's amount is pathetic. And instead of realizing that the math
Okay.
isn't mathing, they are just like, Lily can't do math. Fucking stupid. Pathetic, pretty, so full of petty.
Does it show
They
us?
have to make everything into drama. Like they wake up with a fat fucking rage boner, like as big as their micro penis can get, and they just wake up and they're like,
Ugh.
I'm thinking about Shiylocke. I'm thinking about Shiylocke. And like when I go on Twitter, none of
Who did they? Who did they don't? What? Who was the other person that
them,
donated?
as much as they have a hate boner for me, none of them watch my Twitch. It's not my fault. I wanted to donate 10,000 euros. It's not my fault that 10,000 euros are nearly 12,000 USD with a bunch of twos in there. I wanted to donate 10,000 euros. The website is in dollars.
Okay.
It ends up being $12,000 and like a little bit. It's literally just to be fucking funny and to be above YouTube Studio. Like, these people are literally so schizo. They're telling me to not insert myself into like some fucking drama.
Wait, so because the thumbnail had Cinder, but there's no way. There's no way Cinder donated money, right? The first thing she does after everything happened is donate money to Mouse's charity. There's no way. Mousey accidentally watched hentai on Connor's stream. What? How do you accidentally do that? Or just watch it like for real. Don't do it by accident. Now I just got a bunch of clips. What is this? T. Ah, that's what he wanted me to watch. That's why I got Asmin up. Which one was it? Which one was it? Was it this one?
officially at one
Yeah, it was this
point
one.
the #1 app on the App Store. This has been a massive scandal. A lot of
Okay.
people have been talking about this. My mom always said never go looking for trouble. That's exactly what the new T app is. If you ever ghosted a girl, had a situationship, or talked to any other female while single, you're a walking red flag and will be put on
What?
blast. Now imagine if there was an app called A Cold Beer where men anonymously shared personal info and warnings about women. It wouldn't last 24 hours and every user on it would be deemed a sexual deviant and a pervert. This is
Yeah, exactly. But what's wrong with talking? What? What's wrong with talking to multiple girls if you're single? What's the issue with that? That makes no sense. I would get it if you were like dating. But if you're single, like what? Of course you're going to be talking to multiple girls. That's confusing as all hell. Oh, before we get into this though, I had to bring it up just because I forgot what the name was called. So we looked at the. I'll go back to this. The what is it? The Karens in video games. Where was it? This one. This. The MasterCard, Visa, PayPal thing, right? Where they're trying to get rid of like porn games, air quotes, from Steam. I went on Steam, right? Every day when I turn my computer on, I turn Steam on and it automatically opens up the shop, right? The store, it's called, right? And it does the featured and recommended thing. It did that this morning. Oh, the reason I turned Steam on too, by the way, is because I always like to keep my downloads up to date. So I always do all the downloads, even if I'm not playing the games. But anyway, in the recommended, there was a game called V-Lover. I was like, what is V-Lover? Why is it recommending this to me? So I clicked on it to look at it. And literally, like, the third picture is a woman with her vagina just, like, it's an anime girl, but it's like she's like fucking spread eagle. And so I sent it to Benny because I was confused. And I had to send it to Benny once I found it. Because I was under the impression that they were trying to get rid of that stuff. But clearly not hard enough. Because it was recommended to me. And now I'm 100% going to play it because it was recommended to me. I don't know how much it was. I didn't look.
yet another example how we live in a genocentric societal order. I agree with him. I think
But I have to
that
play
this
it now.
is toxic female behavior, and it should be called out as such. If women get to have an app like this, then men get to have an app like this too, right? Where they can post like, okay, like what is this girl down for? What's she not down for? Does she have STDs? Is she like super political? Does she cry about her boyfriend? Is she gonna ask you to pay for her stuff after you go on a second date? Like all of these things that are important. Yeah, body count tracker, exactly. Yeah, it's like, I mean, every car has mileage on it, right? But the moment that you apply it to a person, somehow this is the wrong thing. And by the way,
Should I
don't
date
have any
Ethan?
problem saying anything like this because they're doing the exact same thing to men. They are. Look at this. Anonymous advice. Should I date Ethan? My friend saw him out with another girl and then poll, don't date him. Now, I know this might be a massive shock,
But he's single.
the app was hacked. The T app has been hacked. And all user information was leaked. There was all
Any
fat,
woman that's
ugly,
on it
middle-aged
should
women.
fucking
So
be
it's
put
a
on
bunch of
blast.
fat, ugly, middle-aged women that hate men because obviously they're not 23 anymore, and so nobody's willing to put up with their bullshit. They make this app and they say a bunch of other stuff. No, really. Like you can look. I'm not going to say where it is, but you can
Hi,
look
Rogue.
up. Like they posted everybody's driver's licenses, fucking everything, right? Massive fucking leak. Also.
I thought it was just like they were posting information about. Hold on, I'm gonna send another message to Benny. I thought they were just like posting stuff they knew about, like going on dates and that with the guys, not like they posted their driver's license. Is that illegal? That's illegal, right? They can't just be doing that. Or is it? How'd they get away with this? Is it because the men that they're posting about also signed up for tea, thinking it was a dating site?
So a bad thing. Oh, ratio of women built like Blastoise requested, please. 5'4", 170 pounds is the American female average. Would love to see if some fall in that demographic. Hey, I don't know about Blastoise. I'm sure you've got a few Laprases and maybe a few Snorlaxes also.
Oh, bro. I wonder if I can find this image. Hold on. I need to go to my bookmarks to get the name. Oh, I'm gonna find this image. I guess I could just pull up the manga. Bro, I have so many fucking mangas. So many. I'm sitting too far away to read these. But I know the name. It's Japanese, so I can't read it. But I kind of know it, if that makes sense. I don't think I made any sense just then. I need to show this panel, because it just reminds me of this. Because I caught up to it yesterday. And, bruh, here it is. I caught up to it yesterday, right? Shut up. Let me show. I just need to show this panel. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. First off, I want to show a panel of like them standing next to each other because it's crazy. This manga is great. I love this manga. It's like one of my favorites, especially at the moment. I want this. Okay. So these two are like in high school, right? These two are in high school. They're like in their last year of high school. She's studying to go to like college to become a vet, I think, or a doctor, and he's like a pastry guy who wants to make cakes. Look at how tall he is compared to this woman. It's crazy, bro. Like the height difference is insane. But anyway, they're dating. They've been dating for a year. This is their like a couple days after their anniversary or something, like a week after. They went to a festival. And it's like this adorable moment. She kisses him, right? I was like, oh my god, I love this manga. And then she's like, I love you. He goes to kiss her again. And then this shit happens. I was like, who the fuck is this bitch? What is happening right now? Look at this look on her face. This bitch is crazy, bro. It turns out she's a teacher. But it's like, bitch, what? Did you not, like, he didn't stand up and then kiss her again. Go to kiss her again. They were mid-hug. And then he just moved back a tiny bit to kiss her again. And she kissed him first. Did she not see any of that shit? Like, what is happening? This look, though, bro, is crazy. This woman is insane. She's like, this is what I imagine when I imagine Karens. It's this. By the way, this is getting an anime, or it's anime started. I'm so excited because this is so good. This story's so good. Rintaro-kun, I love him. But yeah, that's what this reminds me of. I caught up yesterday after stream. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck is happening? By the way, both their like parents know that they're dating. They've been to each other's houses. Like after they started dating, they went and introduced each other like to their family and that. So they like their whole family knows that they're dating, all their friends, everything. This teacher's just fucking crazy.
average woman using this app is sub-mid. What a
Oh,
shock.
by the way, I should also mention that the girl, the school the girl goes to and the school the boy goes to, well, the boys' school doesn't really care. They're just like, their schools are next to each other. Like, literally, like, right next door. But the boys don't care about the girls' school. They're just like, yeah, whatever. But the girls at the girls' school have been told by the teachers that boys are like cancer to the world, pretty much, and that they need to stay away from them and all this sort of crap. Like, the whole school is filled with Karens. So this woman's just like insane already that she saw that. So kind of makes sense. And by the way, literally, like, all the girls that are her friends that go to that school have also like fallen in love with boys.
You can't write
from the other school.
You can't write what is it? Satire better than this. And the reason, by the way, women do this, people need to understand this. The reason why they do that is because they want to go out and push this toxic mindset to
I missed it.
everybody else that they have, because they have some residual lingering resentment and hate towards men because they were probably treated badly, broken up with for a younger girl, or for some reason or another sidelined for someone who was a better option. And honestly, W to the guys, because if you've got some angry bitch that's sitting there on an app complaining, oh no, you shouldn't date him, you shouldn't do that, do you really want to marry that? Fuck no, you don't want to marry that.
There's no one here, but I'm gonna ask a question anyway. Like, who was it? I don't remember who it was, but it was like shortly after I went on my break, we were talking about, because I think it came up on TikTok, about if a guy follows a girl on Instagram, if it's cheating, or like if that's allowed. I think it may have been my friend's girlfriend was talking about it, and I was like, does she follow guys? And he was like, yeah. But she's getting mad because he follows girls on Instagram. And it's like, but she follows guys. So why is it cheating if he's doing it, but it's not if she's doing it? It was, the whole situation was like insane. Like, him explaining it to me, I was like, I don't understand. Like, I said to him, if you kiss a girl that's not her, that's cheating. But if she kisses a guy that's not you, that's not cheating. He was like, no, that's cheating. And I was like, exactly. Like, you can't be cheating on one side, not the other. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But I'm under the impression that like a guy following another girl on Instagram, even and he's in a relationship, doesn't mean shit. Considering that, like, the girl that he's following on Instagram probably fucking lives in a different country. It's not like they're gonna meet up and fucking bang. Like, next you're gonna be saying, like, if you read a magazine that has women in their swimsuits, that's fucking cheating. It's so
You've got
dumb.
enough problems in your life before you want to sign into something else. Yeah, T? Yeah, I guess so. We have a song for this? We've got a lot of songs for this, let's be honest. Anyway, we'll watch this and just see what's going on with the T app.
The T app was designed to expose men, but it's exposing y'all women. It's
Yeah.
showing just how dirty and nasty the men that
But you know
y'all
what's
have
funny? That happens so much. Women try to expose men so much, and then they just end up exposing themselves. Like, that happens more times than you can count.
been dealing with are. Y'all get online with these high standards that you don't have in real life, which is what I always say.
The year was 2005, and the World Wide Web was just developing.
Is that when
And
Friends
a new
ended?
website came out called Don'tDateHimGirl.com.
Friends ended in like the early 2000s, right? Friends. When did Friends end? 2004. I was close. So Friends had almost ended. Oh no, Friends had just ended. So everyone was sad and lonely. That's why. That's why dating apps were so prevalent in the early stages.
.com.
Yep.
You guys back
We
in the
couldn't
early
watch
2000s,
Friends
you
anymore.
I don't
remember
remember
this.
this.
And the way I found out about this site was that a popular pastor in Sacramento was exposed on the site for basically clapping his member cheeks.
What?
I just don't understand how it is socially acceptable that girls can go and do this, but guys that share information about girls and their sexuality is somehow seen as a bad thing. I don't get it.
Yeah, I have a question about
I think this is
pastors
a double standard.
and nuns.
And it's not.
I'm gonna
it's not
Google
a
it.
double standard.
Because, like, I've heard of a lot of pastors being married, right? Can a pastor marry? Yes. Pastors can marry. Okay. Can a nun marry? No. Nuns cannot marry while they are actively part of the religious order. But why can pastors? What? What about a priest? Priests generally cannot marry after ordination? Ordination? I don't know how you say that word. While the Eastern Catholic Church allows a married man to be ordained. Okay, so if you're married prior to becoming a priest. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Well, then you would deliberately get married before you became a priest. Right? I feel like it's stricter on women, though. What's the difference between a pastor and like a priest?
That makes sense either.
All the text messages, all of everything, pictures,
Confusing.
not videos though,
Yeah.
were put on the site. And the site was built for women to come on and do exactly just that. They can anonymously submit relationship stories about cheating partners.
Yep.
And basically expose men. And this
Look at it. Look at what
Wait.
it says, bro.
So they've been doing this for...
Watch out for this guy
years?
because he is a big-time game player and a sociopath, and the description of a sociopath is as follows. And it's just some random guy.
What the fuck?
Sorry, Jason. But your life is ruined now.
Do you know why there's no sites like this for men to go on and like do this to women? Because once the relationship's over, men don't care. They might care for a little bit, but then after a little bit of time, they don't care anymore. They move on. They don't do this. Whereas it seems like women just like get hung up on it for years.
Now, you should have called her back.
And this was founded by a lady by the name of Tasha Joseph. And for a while, this site was one of the hottest in America. But the problem with the site was not just its fanfare with women. It was the accuracy about the reviews. Now, in this instance, if you post it onto the site and you expose the man, a man could actually join the site and defend himself. But that wasn't good enough.
Well, obviously. Yeah.
2006, attorneys started filing lawsuits against the website owner for spreading false allegations against their clients.
That's what you get.
September 2006, the Miami News Times elaborated on a fabricated profile created to demonstrate that the website was dangerous. By 2007, ABC News referred to Don'tDateThemGirl.com as a revenge site.
So
and on the
they
same
deliberately
absolutely a
made up an
revenge
account
site, it is.
and a story.
It's the same
That's
as
pretty
like
funny.
you know how they used to have all those sites where people would post photos of like explicit photos that their girlfriends would send them. Like, I'm actually not a fan of that. I know this might be surprising for you guys to hear, but I think revenge porn is bad. And the reason why
bro,
is
every
because
nude that
it
I've
makes
ever
women
gotten,
less likely to send nudes.
once the
I'm not
relationship's
like,
over,
obviously,
or I'm
yeah,
not
you
talking
can
to the
say it's
girl
against it
anymore, they're
morally,
gone.
right? Yeah, I guess you could.
Got rid
I
of
guess
them.
I'm against it morally.
I don't have any of
But
them.
like, it's primarily that it functionally reduces the
Why would I
probability
keep
of it
them?
happening. So we gotta be logical here, okay, boys?
It's in my brain. I can just remember it if I want
O'Reilly
to.
Factor referred to Don't Date 'Em Girl as a hate site. By 2010, all of the profiles of men were removed.
There it is.
And by 2016, the site was no longer accessible.
Dead. I wonder if she was divorced, the woman who started it.
Probably.
But as my granddaddy used to say,
There he is.
The players change, but the game remains the same.
True.
He's right, you know.
the year is
Morgan Freeman.
2025. And that's 20 years ago from when Don't Date 'Em Girl launched. And now we have something a little bit new. It's called T. Remember, the players change, but the games remain.
And look, you see, look at this.
Wait, does that mean they're gonna
You got
get
the red
food?
flags, the green flags. Where has this been literally put an area that you live? Bro, this guy, what did he do?
Bro, what did that other guy do? Look how many green
16?
look how many green flags he has.
Damn. 16 red flags.
Same. And T is
He
an
probably has standards.
Does-
You can see that he's like an attractive guy with a great hairline. He's very well dressed. He's in shape. And so based off of the leaks, I could see where he would want to look for somebody that would have that same type of lifestyle that he has. And based off of there were just a lot of things that just didn't mix.
So they
you
just
could
put
say.
dudes on here to give them green flags too, which is
app
so
that
strange.
pretty much does the same thing as Don'tDateHimGirl.com
Yeah.
with one difference. Well, number one, it's on a app. But number two, well, check this out.
Let's talk about the T app and whether it's legal. If you don't know the T app, it's like an app version of the Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook group. Basically, it's a platform for women to anonymously gossip, post pictures, ask information about men. Although men are the subject and they are what's being talked about, it doesn't
Why
let
does he look
men
like a
join. It also
rich
has
Harry
screenshot
Potter?
blocking,
What?
which aims to make it so that men can't know that they're being talked about. And you can even set up
The fuck
alerts
does
for guys'
a
names,
black
and it
flag
gives you
mean?
a notification when that person is being talked about. There are
What?
What kind of nasty ass shit is
Bro,
who does this?
You know what's funny? They're probably getting on there saying that like the guy that they're talking about is crazy or is a psychopath. It's like, no, you are, bitch. You've set up a notification to get notified whenever anybody talks about them. Like, what?
It's like,
That's insane.
really? And again,
Just move on.
it's all just a bunch of fat, ugly, middle-aged women sitting around here complaining about guys that don't
Yeah,
want to give
and
them a
it does
call back.
nothing.
That's it.
This gets you nowhere.
Is loser
Just
ass
wasting
hoes getting
time.
mad.
Wasting
It's
time and brain
embarrassing,
cells,
bro.
bro.
Like, it's actually like, imagine going on this site, imagine downloading this app, scanning in your driver's license in your face,
What?
so you can complain about your Tinder date.
Is
I
that
would
what you
be
gotta do?
embar-
I
would
was
be
I was gonna
embarrassed
download
to
it
do
because I was
that?
curious. I wanted to have a look, but
Where's your self-respect?
I'm not doing it if I have to put my
You're on the
license and
app?
that in it.
No, I'm not. Because the app has to rate dates. How could I be on the app?
Oh,
some legal
well then
and
I'm not
ethical
on it.
concerns with this app.
Now, as you can see, the stark difference is, at least with
Rubbish.
Don'tDateHimGirl.com, you could come on
Damn
and
it.
defend yourself as a man, but it's only for men, and so you can't
Yeah.
even screenshot and say, hey, somebody is talking about you on this app.
Well, you
I mean,
can't
somebody can
screenshot,
come
but
on
yeah.
and say that you have, all
Wait.
kind of doo-doo in your
There's
drawers,
apps that make it so you
your
can't
breasts smell like
screenshot.
booty and cheese. I mean, somebody could say that you got kicked out of Clapathon Tech for self.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep. True.
Somebody could say anything about you and you just can't defend yourself.
That's right.
Whether the allegations are true or not, or maybe something is true and you don't want anybody else to know. And the reality is you don't know which person is doing it. But wait, there's more.
Defamation being the biggest
There's
one.
more.
If things are said about a certain person that are not true, because things are anonymously posted and the app provides a platform for things like that to be posted, the app could be held liable. Another thing they could be sued for
Sucked
is
in.
discrimination and gender exclusivity. The app
Yeah,
is
true. Like, I don't know why. Like, I mean, I understand. Like, I'm a big fan of things like women-only gyms, right? I think that's a good thing, because, like, I mean, why am I a fan of women-only gyms? Because I'm not retarded. Really, that's because I'm not retarded. I know.
No,
know,
and giving
I
them
know
their
it,
own gym
bro,
doesn't
like, again,
fucking
like saying,
matter.
yeah, like,
Doesn't
you know,
change
you
your
go to the
life
gym.
anymore.
I've even,
Like
I know
Eddie
you might
does
not
it.
believe this, but I've been to the
Like,
gym.
who gives a shit?
And like you talk about, bro, I had a 99 in geometry. I'm looking through 7 different mirrors to stare at some girl's ass at a gym. And guess what? I bet some girls don't like that. They don't want to have to deal with that. I respect that. They want to be in their own space. I understand it. They say, yeah, no, but really, you can't help it. Of course.
Designed
Yeah,
and
men
made
can't help it,
exclusively
bro.
for women, and the app requires you to verify that you are a woman before you can even use the app. All it takes is for one guy to come around and say, hey, I want to use the app, and this app is discriminating against me because I'm a man.
Now, the curator is making a very interesting point. This is the issue that Don't Date 'Em Girl faced in a way. Because, well, while there was people spreading false narratives on nozdateemgirl.com, the difference is now men can come on and say, I want to join the app, and then I can't join the app. It's a different issue that don'tdateemgirl.com had to face. In this instance, if you're a man and you want to be on the app, you're excluded. You can't join. But do we have any evidence of something like this happening in men winning a lawsuit in their favor?
Probably, yeah. I bet you do. I bet there's like a lot of examples.
Rewind! The year is 2020.
Oh.
And there is a nightclub called Omnia Nightclub.
What happened?
It was located in San Diego's
Never heard of it.
Lamp Quarter. And of course, they had something called Ladies' Night. This is something that's always happened amongst America.
Yeah, what?
You know, they try to get the
There's-
ladies to come in. But
there's
what
lady
Ladies'
night
will
over
do
here.
is they'll let the ladies in for free,
That's
and then
right.
the men
Yeah.
will have to pay. Well, then a group of men got smart.
They identified as
They
women.
actually sued this particular club.
Ooh.
And they
That happens over here too, but then I think it became a thing where too many women were going to nightclubs and weren't really bringing in any men. So it was just a bunch of women. So they were just losing money. Because, like, I don't know. Over here, like, I've tried picking up women in nightclubs is just horrible. It's a horrible experience. So, like, I think most men were just like, no, couldn't be bothered. So because of that, they put like a drink limit on it. And I think it was like 3 or 5 drinks. Like for ladies' night, you get like 3 or 5 free drinks. I don't know if they still do it. But I remember at one point it was like they put a drink limit on it because it was costing them too much money. But yeah, they do that over here too.
They said, listen, in order for us to get in, we were made to pay full price on entry, while women were let in for free
Wait, what?
or at discount.
They had to pay money to get in? I don't think I've ever paid money to get into a nightclub. Is that legal?
Rates
True.
at the ladies' night event.
True.
They also complained that they were frisked by security before entering the club.
That's right.
But women were not.
Mhm.
And the claims in this class action date back to 2015. And of course,
This
this
is
club
common.
closed because of this big ass lawsuit. Now, I don't know if they
Bro, that's
actually
crazy.
got the money, but the judge approved a $7 million settlement for these men suing a bar over a simple ladies' night admission fee.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, to be honest,
The frisking thing
it's
though was
true,
probably because like
right? I mean, it's true, easy money.
they didn't want to get like fucking
I mean, because there's no real
sexual
reason,
harassment
like,
charges or something, right?
There's no real reason to have something like that. Like, for example, like the reason why you have a women's only gym is for women's
'Cause,
health
like,
and safety.
The frisking, like this woman, for instance, in this fucking dress. Why? How are you gonna frisk her? The only places where she could possibly have anything is in her fucking titties. You're not gonna frisk her titties. You know what I mean? Like, you can clearly just look at these women and be like, okay, well, I don't need to frisk them. Why would they frisk them?
There's no reason you're having a woman's only night at a nightclub. It's honestly usually the opposite. Because that way you get more guys that go in there at that time because you want to fish where the fish are.
So, could this app be in trouble for that? Hell yeah!
Hell yeah,
But
that's
wait,
right.
there's more.
She's like, you could post a picture of your man or the old man you used to talk to or a man that you want to talk to, and people will rate them a red flag or a green flag, and there's comments, and everything is
What's wrong with her lips?
Write hella comments and say whatever you could say was weak.
I can see
Bro, she looks
why
like a
a lot
fish.
of girls like this. They just get to sit around and gossip and talk shit.
She looks like a fish.
They stink. They have kids.
Yep.
They're a deadbeat. They beat on women. You can say whatever
Oh my
you
God.
want about them, and they can't do anything because they don't have access to the app because you got to take a picture of yourself to prove that you're a woman.
Yep.
So why I get into the app today, y'all, and I'm not. Thinking that it's like real, you know.
Bro, that scared the shit out of me. Why is my do not disturb mode not doing what it's supposed to do? Some people can interrupt? What? Why? None. That's the point. That's so confusing. What the fuck? Why do I have to go? This is so weird. Huh? Apps that can... No, no apps. I don't want any apps disturbing me. Alarms? I'll keep that on. Bro, that's like... What the fuck? What? That's so strange. Do not disturb. Yet it still disturbs. Bro, you guys heard my ringtone. No. It's a great ringtone. I need to get back a couple.
Have access to the app because you got to take a picture of yourself to prove that you're whatever you want about them, and they can't have kids.
Yep.
They're a deadbeat. They beat on women.
That scared the shit out of me.
Whatever you want about them, and they can't do anything because they don't have access to the app because you got to take a picture of yourself to prove that you're a woman.
Yep.
So why I get into the app today, y'all? And I'm not thinking that it's like real. You know, like I'm thinking like, oh yeah, they're gonna expose people, but I don't think I'm gonna be knowing any of the people that's on there, right?
Yeah, sure.
So I get in, I'm scrolling, I don't see no.
Wait. So, couldn't a guy just like take a picture of like the filter, do the filter thing, make himself a woman? Would that work? Well, she's complaining about this app, right? But then she just said that she got on the app.
Nobody I know, right? I don't see nobody. And I scroll a little bit more.
She found her boyfriend.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
So this lady has joined, and even though she has a boyfriend and her boyfriend isn't on there, yeah, she's seen people that she knows that's on there.
Damn.
Yeah, they've been gossiping all day and night. And it's crazy because now let's say that this stuff is not true. And some of the men that she knows that they're on the app and they're being talked about. And again, a man can't come out and defend themselves. But let me just ask you this. What if you're a person that is just posting about a person you just dislike? You're making up all kind of things about the person.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think women would just go on there and post photos of guys and say bad things about them just because they didn't like the way a date went? What do you guys? What do y'all think? Y'all think they
Never.
would do that?
People don't do that. Not on the internet.
I don't think they would ever do that. There's no way.
This is the internet.
There's no
People don't lie on the
way
internet.
They would do that. What do you mean?
You're saying anything you want, and you can do that. I mean, people here do it all the time. I mean, look at what's going on with AI content creation here on YouTube.
True.
You have certain creators who are just making up false narratives,
The
saying
fuck
that
is that?
somebody said something that they didn't say,
happen,
just
yeah.
for issues and giggles. And so you mean to tell me that a person can't do that? Yeah, that means you can come
course they're
on
gonna do that,
and you're
especially if they
interested
think
in
it's
a person.
anonymous.
You've never met them.
It's never
and you
anonymous.
can come on and find out a whole bunch of tea, a whole bunch of stuff about this person, and you can talk freely because you're not going to be judged.
That's
by
why it's called
the commentary.
tea.
But I think
That
this is the
didn't-
main.
I've-
Cares? Would you
that
really
didn't
want to
click
date
to
a
me.
woman who looks at this app and makes a decision on you? I think that again, that's fine. You want to have that decision, okay? But we need a version of this. Men need a version of this. If you want to have a toxic man-hating app, then we need a toxic woman-hating app. That's it.
It wouldn't work
Like,
though,
I
because
got
like
no problem with this. You call it Twitter? No, it's called twitch.tv/Asmongold. But
is there enough
the
men
reality
that
is
would
that,
even go on it?
or my YouTube channel or Kick, especially my YouTube
We're
channel.
not this petty
And anyway, call it
and
hog
psycho.
farming. That's true. Yeah, there could be a lot of ways to look at it. But anyway,
That's why
the fact is that
Was it a video yesterday I was watching? That's why there's so many stories about crazy girlfriends, but there's none about crazy boyfriends. Because these fucking dudes just move on.
if you look at if you look at this shit, like it's voyeuristic. It's an invasion of people's privacy. It is totally just completely like it's totally unverified. You can't prove or disprove any of this. So you just have these people running wild, talking shit about you. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, again, like it's toxic as fuck.
Hey, there's the rich Harry
And
Potter
again,
again.
if you want to do things that are toxic as fuck, that's fine. But you have to expect that that happens to you. The problem is the expectation of privilege, not necessarily the issue itself. I think that's what really pisses a lot of people off.
Point that I want to bring out.
Female
this T-app
toxicity?
is all
Yeah.
fun and games, but y'all better pray that these men don't get their own version. A lot of y'all women get spared so much because men don't run their mouth.
Yeah.
If men ran their mouth half as much as y'all ran y'all mouth, a lot of y'all would be
Bro.
in trouble.
The only time that I ever like went to my friends and was like talking about a girl I had been with was for like good reason, right? Like I've told the story before. I dated a girl who I think I told her yesterday too, who ended up cheating on me with a group of guys at a party. I don't even know how many guys were there, but I'm gonna say a minimum of 5. They recorded it, and then they sent it to me because I was dating her at the time, but I was also considering breaking up with her. She ended up getting pregnant from one of the guys at the party, doesn't know who the father is, because how would you? Unless you go and get them all fucking DNA tested. I've talked about her because that situation is just crazy. And it makes for a good story, right? But like, the only time my friends have come and talked to me a couple times about girls, there's nothing like crazy. But I remember one coming to me and describing the smell that came from this woman that he dated, and I remember that. Like, when we talk about girls, it's like because something insane happens. It's not just like, oh, she didn't text me back, so I'm gonna go talk to my friend and carry on and whine about it. They're completely different.
A lot of y'all.
Yeah.
Because everything that these men be guilty of, y'all be guilty of and more.
Oh, yeah.
If these men get an app where they can expose anonymously,
I remember I seen a girl that I thought was
Yeah,
hot
this
on
woman gets it.
OnlyFans have a crash out that was so fucking insane. It almost made me gay.
Yeah, look, by the way, his description of this woman was like, he said it smelled like wet garbage that had been rotting in the sun. No, what was it? It smelled like garbage that had fish in it, off fish that had been wet off garbage with fish in it that had been rotting in the sun for like a month or something. He said that was his description of the smell that came from this girl when she took when they got naked. It was something like that, along those lines. I remember wet garbage, and I remember wet garbage and that had been rotting in the sun. I don't remember how long he said. I think he said fish. I think he mentioned fish. But yeah, I remember him describing it as wet garbage. Because I remember thinking, like, how is that possible? So and by the way, we never found out why she smelled so bad, because he he was too timid to ask her. So, for all we know, she could have just been having like a bad day. I don't know.
I almost wanted to have sex with dudes after watching this video.
Don't worry,
real.
Asmund. I get that way a
It was
lot.
that bad. Almost.
But-
Almost.
but I
Nah,
guess I'm a
it
little
didn't
different.
happen, though. Sorry.
The trifling women that a lot of y'all are, y'all gonna be in trouble. Y'all gonna be in a lot of trouble. A lot of y'all been smashing a lot of men in y'all cities, right? Y'all done got around. And it's gonna get bigger than just barbershop talk where they can compare notes about y'all.
Yeah.
They'll have a whole app where they can show
There's
and
like
talk
a whole, there's like, it's like Palantir, but for these girls.
about how many of y'all done smashed how many dudes in the city.
Yeah.
Right? All of the nasty things you done to those dudes on the first
No, for real.
meetup.
Think about it.
How many of y'all done lied about being pregnant? How many of y'all done put babies on men that didn't even belong to them? How many of y'all done had ran on you? Talk about your hygiene and how some of y'all stink.
Yeah,
She just
there we go.
went in on it. Oh my god.
That's the sort of shit we talk about. Not
It's
like
called-
fucking.
It's their speedrunning AI robot girlfriends. Yeah, I know. Jesus.
You see, the ladies that are involved in the app are actually exposing themselves.
They
Yep.
are. Well,
And
they
let me
did.
explain what I mean.
No,
Shout out to
no.
lady who-
Self-report.
Literally.
Number one, you're exposing how nasty you are. I mean, you're
Yep.
exposing where your standards really are, what you're allowing men to do to you,
Yep.
and you're trying to help out other ladies who basically will see these men and say, hey, you know what?
Here's the other thing is that the way that a guy treats one girl is going to be totally different than the way that a guy treats another girl. And like I've always used this example is that like why is it that every annoying bitch hates video games and hates whenever their boyfriend plays video games? I'm going to tell you why. It's because
Tell me.
a guy is always going to prefer video games over you because you're annoying and obnoxious. Whereas if you are a pleasant to be
Bro.
around,
I need to figure out what the game is with the twerking guy. I want to play it. Wait, maybe I could. Is it in the? I've seen more clips. I've seen more clips since yesterday when I showed you guys. So maybe I can like go to my favorites. Or my liked or whatever. I'm following 626 people. For so many times I just follow people. I like one of their videos and I just follow them and then I never watch any more of their videos. I swear there it is. I'm not gonna whoop. Whoop. I'm not gonna let it play the music. What is this game? Wu Chang? Is that what it's called? Wu Chang? Game? Wu Chang Fallen Feathers? What's it on? It's on PlayStation. Cool. Right, I'm probably definitely gonna. Is this like a Souls-like game? We'll ask Benny about it because he might know. I'll wait for him to turn up.
nice person that you know the guy actually really likes, he's going to put down his game even if he's in the middle of a game to spend time with you because you're more important than the game. So if you're losing to Call of Duty, that says a lot more about you than it does about Call of Duty.
Yep.
That's just what I'm saying. And so like you have a selection bias. This is the same kind of selection bias as like I've talked about this. So you have that selection
Oh,
bias.
my break.
Then you have
I
the
was
next
told that I
selection
should play
bias,
Animal Crossing.
Which is why is it that a bunch of hot
considering
girls
that.
like astrology and crystals and
I'm not sure if I
witchcraft?
like it,
Why is
though.
it that if you go to a witch store, there's like at least 3 hot girls there? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because they all believe in bullshit because no guy wants to set him straight because it might ruin his chances with her. So they gas her up, telling her that it's real because they don't want to make they don't want to get in the way of themselves, right? And so they don't want to cockblock themselves. And so that's the reason why a lot of hot girls are into that crazy shit, is because no guy wants to, you know, say maybe that's not true and then ruin his chances. So that's number two.
No, but have you? I don't know how many people have dated women, but like, have you ever called your, like, in a fight with your girlfriend? Have you ever called them crazy? Just in a fight, bro. They hate it. They go in, like, it sends them through the roof. They go insane. They scream more. They start throwing shit. Like, they hate being called crazy. So when they're actually doing something that is fucking crazy, or people consider crazy, you can't tell them, because if you do, it just makes them go more insane. It makes them mad. So you just go along with it.
Number 3 is OnlyFans. So I've said, and this is online content creation in general, like, you used to be able to go to Gotti Town, you used to be able to go to McDonald's and there would be like maybe a hot girl there, like maybe 2 or 3 times a year, right? Now that never happens. Why is that? It's because they're on the internet making money. And so you have instead of hoflation, there's a ho deflation.
No, but the other thing too with OnlyFans,
so, like, now, is
that now when you meet a girl, I don't know about, like, because I don't date, so I'm assuming this is a thing. Now that if you, like, met up with a girl on, like, a first date, or like a blind date or whatever, and you don't know anything about them, I assume one of the first things you probably do, right, is try and figure out if they have an OnlyFans. Because the minute that, like, you find out they do, there's no second date. No one wants to date an OnlyFans girl. And if they do, then they have something wrong with them.
Now
they must like being cocked.
As many hot girls out in public because they're sitting on the internet making money at home and they're not working a job in the public. Everything that I just said, statistically verifiable, logically accurate, completely irrefutable. It's a hoe recession. It is. It's a great breakdown. Somebody got to say it, right?
I really don't want to deal with this guy, or he has a red flag.
Do you think we get a red flag watching you?
Yeah. Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty funny. All of that, right? That's one of the things.
Wait,
like,
that means I have a red flag.
There,
oh.
And you're supposed to get like a red flag if, you know, well, if you can date somebody or not, or a green flag if the guy is okay. He passes all the flying colors.
Right, yeah.
And this is the same thing that ladies are doing now. Like, oh no, this is how he is. You know, don't worry about him.
Oh, great, we passed the
he'll
standards
treat you
of
wrong,
crazy
he'll
woman.
treat you bad. But the thing is
like
that
what?
it's one-sided because it never detects if you're a red flag.
Yeah, true.
While you're screening for
If you're on the app, you are a red flag.
Green flag. You
By the way, with all the images leaked, it turns out that these women actually weren't red flags; they were grenades.
Or a red flag. You see, because nobody can
Or
come
landmines.
and check you about your behavior or who you've been getting your cheeks clapped by. Furthermore, if it was the other way around, women would be crying because what if we were able to post some of y'all's y'all little twerk videos that you seen? Storytime music. There was a chick that I know that was dating me. Another American dude.
There was a girl I knew that was dating me.
Pretty cool with now. Came to the country.
It'd be weird if you didn't know
She
her.
was dating him, and she was trying to get me to commit to something a little bit long term, but she was shady and all of that. And let's just say, she sent me a video.
Sure.
Sent him a video. And somehow we just started like talking about the same lady and the same thing.
This shit happened in my Warcraft guild. This girl was healing heroic shattered halls. This is in Burning Crusade. This is the start of Burning Crusade, by the way, when it was still hard. The guys in the group start talking to each other, whispering each other. they find out that she's sexting with all 4 of them at the same time while she's healing them in the dungeon. Like a fucking old god with their tentacles around
Yeah,
all of them.
what the fuck?
At the same, honestly,
That's
like,
impressive.
I said, damn. That's impressive. That
Yeah,
was the same
that's
girl, by
impressive.
the way, that told me that she wished her tongue was a snake. Or sorry, she wished her tongue was really long so she could wrap it around my dick like a snake.
Bro, that girl freak.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying yesterday about crazy
she,
chicks.
She was...
Crazy chicks are into
never in
freaky
my
shit,
life,
bro.
This is back in like 2007, 2008. Like a special, yeah. You don't see something like this every day. And so anyway, Unhinged, oh, she's sexy too, of course. And so anyway, but I wasn't in that. that was later on. I wasn't in that group because they didn't invite. I wasn't in the guild at that time. This is during the AOE farming phase. Yeah, this was Cody. This was the paladin. Paladin start with A. Yeah, and so she had full tier 5 too. And so anyway, little circle jerk. Yeah, exactly. And so
Circle jerk.
yeah.
Oh.
And so it was a paladin. Yeah.
Don't you have to be aware that it's a circle jerk for it to be a circle jerk,
She
though?
geared as fuck. She was best geared. She was one of the best geared healers in the raid. And so anyway, and she was good at the game too, which is funny. And so I mean, you got to be at that point. And like they got to finding out that she was just talking to everybody. After she quit, we call her the guild bicycle because everybody got a chance to ride, but nobody knew it. That's crazy.
That's hilarious.
How does that happen?
Bro, I don't know if I should
By
say
the way,
this.
I told this story about 2 years ago.
I'm gonna say it. Where I live currently, well, not all, but most of my family still live here. My cousin that I'm about to mention doesn't live here anymore. They moved. But when we were all going to high school, I remember some guys were talking to me about this chick. I was like, they kept talking about all this freaky shit she was doing with like everyone. And then the more they talked about it, the more I was like, this, like when they described her and stuff, I was like, this chick sounds familiar. It wasn't until they told me her like family name, because when in school I went by my mother's maiden name, not my father's, even though like my last name is my father's. My mother for some reason signed us up for school in her last name. So no one knew that I was related to her. They told me the name and I was like, oh, okay, I know who this is. And then they told, someone mentioned me to her, and she was like, oh, that's my cousin. Like, fuck. Why did you have to tell people that? Because she had gotten the nickname of the town bike. Because literally nearly every guy I knew at my school, we went to different schools, by the way, at my school, and my school was 20 minutes away from where her school was. So, like, they weren't close. She had slept with so many dudes at her school, she needed new dudes. So then she started sleeping with dudes from my school. So she got called the town bike, and it got spread all around my school, her school, everywhere. I don't know if she'd admit it these days. But bro, she got around like crazy. Which like makes sense because so did I. And so did one of my other cousins that's a guy. It was the same thing. We've always made jokes that our family fuck like bunnies. because we just. I think my dad and all that was the same when they were young. Just anything that moved. But yeah, I remember when they came back and they're like, "You should have told us it was your cousin." I was like, "Oh God." I didn't want to admit it, which is strange because like because I think one of my female friends at the time was like, "She's just the female version of you," and I was like, "Shut up," which was true.
The girl I'm talking about sent me in-game mail on my WoW character saying it was her. She confirmed it in a couple of details. And she said, "Those really were the days. I miss hanging out with you guys. We had so much fun together."
But him talking about like the guild bicycle made me remember that my cousin was called the town bike.
I was like, yeah, we did. That was some crazy fucking shit.
Oh, that
bro.
stinks.
Like, that was some crazy shit.
Bro,
wow.
my burps have been stinking real bad lately.
And he was like, "Yeah, man,
Might be
she
something
sent
wrong
a
with me.
video yesterday."
Maybe
I
I'm
was like,
dying.
"Really?" And we found out that this same person is sending the same videos out, like not only to just us but to
Oh, so she was doing OnlyFans. She had like the pre-order for it.
Oh, she wasn't getting
That's
paid for
crazy.
it.
Damn.
She was doing it for free, bro.
whole bunch of people, right? If something like that were to be a mechanism that guys could talk about online, about some of the things that women are actually doing, it would really disturb a lot of guys, because a lot of men in general want to look at women as like, okay, if she might be 3 or 400 up, like, we don't really have any proof. And a lot of times we may like it like that, but once we kind of know that you're out there just getting clapped in the streets, you're out there telling the same stories and the same lies, like, you're telling them one guy like you're busy, but then a guy finds out
talking to another guy,
you've been talking to somebody else when you said you're sleepy. It would be terrible.
Yeah, you're not
and
asleep.
Again, is it going to ruin dating? I don't think so.
I think that all of this online toxicity has definitely, like, I mean, I can't speak from this personally. I'm just talking about what people have told me. I think it's definitely made dating worse. It seems like it certainly has.
That's what I was saying earlier. I think
Did you hear
OnlyFans
about
is
Lil
also
Tay getting banned from Twitter because she soft launched her OnlyFans being 17. Good.
What?
You know who else should get in trouble? Her parents. Where's the parents?
Oh, and OnlyFans. How is she allowed on it? She's 17. For me to make an OnlyFans account, I had to fucking give him my driver's license.
How do you let your kid do that?
For the guys who are being posted on T-App as red flags, if those men are attractive enough, those women are still going to want to date those guys. They're not going to say they can't date them because it's on T-App. They're going to want to find out if it's true, especially if somebody says he got some good.
So it's literally just a guy. It's a fake profile picture.
Right. We already know. And when it comes to cheek clapping and booty clapping it up, they're going to be okay with it. And so it's not going to change dating. The women out there are going to still do what they're going to do. And to be honest, this app will be shut down within a year
gonna get rid
because
of
it just breaks so many laws and things like that.
Yeah,
nobody probably wants to put up with that.
They're most likely going to get
okay,
sued.
Guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of.
I think I've said this before. I would if I was still fucking looking to date, I would be willing to date an OnlyFans girl if, once she stopped doing OnlyFans, right? She's not doing it anymore, then sure. It's the same thing with, porn stars, right? I think it's fine to date, a porn star or whatever once they've stopped doing it. But if you're dating them while they're doing it, that's weird.
I like it. I love it.
But some guys aren't even like that.
There it is.
They just don't want. They don't want it at all.
I mean, I'm an attractive guy. Even hard as an attractive guy to approach women. I mean, I would say just in general.
What is that
video.
merch?
I mean, I
Black
definitely
men are
agree with
perfect?
everything he
What?
said. I mean, in a general sense, buy a shirt. Should I buy that shirt? Maybe I should. and so anyway, there's this video right there, propaganda. Yeah, I guess so, right? And T-App just got hacked. Yeah, it got hacked. And then, again, all of the people, everybody went out and they were, what do you call it? They were getting mad about this and, you know, like getting pissed off and, oh, well, like they're putting out all of our personal information. I love how, like, by the way, if you are a girl and you're crying about your personal info getting leaked on T, you are on an app that's all about leaking personal fucking info.
Yeah.
Your entire fucking, like, you would have never been, this is karma. Like, you talk about, that's karma, bro. Like, that's 100% karma. Like, how the fuck are you gonna go and complain about getting your personal shit leaked when all you've been doing is leaking people's personal shit? That's the whole thing. That's what you've been all about. That's your life. That's the whole way it is. Do we see South Park clips on this? Yeah. Who we got, man, for the Louisiana DMV as well as 5
Oh, South Park's definitely going to do something on this.
Yeah, it definitely happens.
Too
There was
juicy
no
not to.
encryption either. It was for keeping that stuff safe. Well, that's what they get, man. That's
I
what
like
they
it,
get.
yeah.
And they get all their shit leaked, and everybody's making fun of them. They're going through the profiles, and it's all
Sucked
the
in.
usual
Look at how many
suspects.
fucking-
I am so glad to see this
Look at how many
happen. I think that
Hasbro.
it's fucking great. I really do. I think it's great.
So many tabs. What? What was recommended? Bro, I'm so sick of seeing this fucking Dragonite. So many people are excited about it. There was a video that popped up after I watched it when the first day it came back or whatever. So many people are excited about the fucking Mega Dragonite. And it confused the shit out of me. Like, it didn't need a Mega. Give Megas to things that fucking need it. Or that would improve a Pokemon that no one really talks about. Like Durant. No one really talks about Durant. Give a Mega to Durant. The gacha space is a fucking joke. Why is Gigok there? What the fuck is this? Brock Lesnar finally reveals why WWE wrestlers hate Hulk Hogan? What is this? What is that picture, bro? Bro, some of this shit that's like popped up.
Something very fun
Just watch
has been
this.
going on in the gotcha space. I know I don't really make that many gotcha videos anymore, but it was cool seeing what's been going on with like the Frolova quest, the Song of the Welkin Moon.
I forgot what I was talking about. I'm moving on now. Must have been important.
People are at each other's throats, and I think you know what these people are going to do? They're going to blame me for the reason why the communities are up in arms and how they're
Really?
fighting. When in reality, I don't know if you guys have noticed the massive tonal shift, the vibe shift that has happened for my it's been about like 3 months that I was really in deep into the gacha space. To be honest, is it a coincidence that things are worse than they've ever been with the amount of over positivity, the lack of constructive criticism, the forced if you don't like this you're against us mentality, and being very pro corporate?
I'm not really in the gacha stuff,
and I think things
so
are
I don't
getting
really know.
drastically
I haven't played
worse,
Zenless
especially
and
because
Zero
we
in a
have people
while.
like Garnt and Giga. Did you know he worked at the BBC? And he's wondering why gacha players hate themselves so much, and that's because, well, gacha players generally hate themselves, and they want to make sure everybody else knows that. But
God
I'll give
damn
my
it.
full explanation on this. But I want to know Garnt's thoughts on this, and I also want to show you guys another.
Do we care about
great
this?
Example of this. Gacha Smack uploaded the video. I can't wait to see.
I thought
all
maybe
the
it would be
comments
on, like-
saying that Genizad should kill himself. That's gonna be really.
Okay. I thought maybe it would be about the fucking horse game, right? What am I looking at? He was the villain until this scene changed everything? That's what makes good villains, right? Why is there more stuff about Art Software is destroying his career live? It's fucking crazy. Who's this? Should we watch this? Watch more stuff about crazy women? Bro, I have like... Wait, fucking autism or ADHD or whatever it is kicking in like crazy. Like
When
jump.
interviews
I didn't
get
mean to do that.
heated-
I'm like jumping from one thing to another. Like Minto saying her sincere gratitude while reminiscing the last 5 years. Who is this?
You know,
Oh God.
All I needed to know was like her voice. That's all I needed to hear. I know who that is. Oh, Nelku. Bro, if you guys don't know who Nelku is, go sub to Nelku.
bruh.
Nelku's great. Tighten the knob. Tighten the knob like slightly. There's like a little knobby thing you can probably tighten. If you do that like slightly, it'll probably fucking fix that problem. There's all this random shit that's coming up on my stuff. Then, wasn't it said that like, didn't Oda say that he's never going to reveal Luffy's mom? Because he just doesn't do that, right? The fuck is this? Oh, I don't care. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care. Let's watch this.
Fat activism. I feel like that's almost
Fat-
an oxymoron,
fat-
right?
factism?
Fat activists. Well, they're not really active, but you know. Anyway.
What started with innocent makeup reviews quickly spiraled into a plus-size clown show.
What?
As JB
Oh.
petitioned for wider hallways, stronger elevators, and bigger airplane seats. However, her
Jesus.
downfall into delusion seems to have all come to a head in the past couple of months, as JB has found herself thrown into prison.
What? How? What'd she do?
She going to jail? Oh no.
What'd she do?
When I looked into the life of JB closer, I
There
found
we go.
delusion, begging,
Great, guys.
hypocrisy, and honestly, so much worse. But
Yeah.
it wasn't always like this, and JB actually started out with pretty standard content. Jalen Chaley officially started her YouTube channel named JB in 2019, and it was a far cry from her fat activist content.
Fat
And she actually
activist
started out doing
content.
just standard makeup and fashion reviews, but obviously with her plus-size twist.
Hey guys, thank you so much for coming here to my channel. I'm so excited to share the products that I have that I'm going to unbox for you guys today.
As Jalen
Are they donuts?
How is it that, like, I mean, don't you know that it's bad to be on oxygen? Like, I mean, how old are you? Like,
God damn it.
25?
To her channel, the first thing that sticks out is her breathing tube.
Yeah.
Which is surprising to see considering she's just 22 years old.
Oh my god. Bro, when he said 25, I was like, that's generous. I thought she was like 28.
22 years old and you're on oxygen.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
She posted the video, and it reminds me a bit of Penny from My 600 Pound Life. It was never seen without her breathing tube, despite actually nothing being wrong with her.
Yeah.
JB also expands on what she does for a living, or maybe closer to what she doesn't do.
Just
I don't-
my dad's calling me.
My pop had one of these, right? In his nose. He fucking hated it. He hated it. He used to tell me all the time how uncomfortable it was. Like every aspect of it. The part that was in his nose was uncomfortable. The part that was on his face and around his ears were uncomfortable. Like he hated all of it. How can you have this in non-stop like this? Because the only time he would have it in would be at home when he was like struggling to breathe. He would then put it in because he had emphysema. And he was 60. So he would like only use the one at home. He would only use it when he was out of breath or like he would need to get up to go to the toilet. Then he'd put it in. Because by the time he'd get to the toilet, he'd be struggling to breathe. And then he had one that was portable that he used to take with him to the shops when we would go shopping. Because he would always want to come with me. So like, he would have that one in the entire time we were shopping. But he hated it. If he didn't have to have it in, he didn't have it in. So for people to like have it in all the time like this, do you just get used to it? I don't understand.
Hello? Hey.
Like, I'm still not kind of like used to my glasses. I've been wearing glasses since I was like 20. I'm still not really used to them. Like every now and then I get conscious of them on my face. And like I feel them on my nose or like on my ears, and it bugs me. So like I couldn't imagine ever getting used to having this draped across your face like this. Did he mute?
He said he thinks this was the person who was sitting in his bed that left the bed all deformed and it was like creased because it was like some 600-pound person sleeping on it. Thinks it was her.
Maybe also expands on what she does for
Her
a
husband's
living,
dad
or
is
maybe
pretty
closer to what she
cool.
doesn't do.
I haven't really addressed it, but right now I've been going through some health issues for the past few months.
And those health issues are
Yeah.
pretty clearly related to her weight, as she has recently revealed that she weighs over 500 pounds. And
That
this
means that she probably weighs over 600 pounds.
massive weight.
I feel like at the point where when your forehead starts accumulating weight, you have to acknowledge that you've been doing something wrong. It has nowhere else to go, so it's going
Bro,
to your
I'm
forehead.
fat, in my opinion, but I haven't put weight on, and I haven't lost weight. I'm always around 95. 95 kilos, that's it. I don't put weight on, but every now and then I'll lose some weight, and I'll go down to like 92, but then I'll go back up to 95. I don't think I've ever been over 95.
And we can see the seeds of this idea when she uploaded her video titled Fat Shaming Story Time at the end of 2019.
Here we go.
She shared her stories of how she's been shamed for her weight in there.
So anyway, I grew up around a lot of body shaming, a lot of fat shaming, drug addicts, guns,
So did I.
violence, gangs.
But I'm
all
not
kinds
fucking
of
500
crazy
pounds.
stuff. And I had lots of family members tell me I wasn't gonna be shit. I wasn't gonna.
I still get called fat by my family.
Either.
Like,
My parents graduated high school.
what?
My mom had me when she was a teen, so I was told I was gonna be a slut and have 2 kids. By the time I was 17 years old, I was gonna live off welfare. I was gonna be just terrible, terrible.
Or you care way too much what
for
people
my entire life
fucking
because
say.
of the people that I came from, and I heard this stuff.
She told us how she has been put down her entire life and really put her victim mentality on full display.
Yeah,
but
like
the
what?
roots of her
Who
fat
cares?
activism was starting to grow as she shared this delusional monologue which feeds into the healthy at every size movement.
I have had people say all kinds of stuff, tell me all kinds of things, and I prove them wrong, and so can you.
How?
Okay, well, what are you talking about?
Size does not determine.
Oh, come on. I thought you meant like graduating high school. Shit.
Health, skinny people saying, judging someone's health by what they look like, how big they are is ridiculous because what about people who smoke? What about people who do all these different things that are unhealthy, use drugs, drink alcohol every single day? Just because you are skinny does not mean you are healthy.
But just because you're fat does mean you're unhealthy. That's totally true. Skinny people aren't always healthy, but people who are 500 pounds are always unhealthy.
Yes.
Duh.
Oh my god.
Fucking duh.
So-
Yeah. Categorically, if you are this size, you're unhealthy. So if you go
There's
to
no
the
argument
word
for that.
morbid obesity, let's go ahead. Morbid definition. Characterized by an indication of the nature indicative of disease, unusual interest in disturbing and unpleasant subjects, especially death and disease. Huh. Wow. So that doesn't... What makes a person morbid? Fixated on death and being dead. Okay.
That why Morbius is called
Size
Morbius?
does not
Because he's a
determine
vampire?
health.
Good, huh?
It's dangerous for a person who's over 500 pounds to deflect
Which is
with
technically
its look.
dead?
By saying her size doesn't determine her health because smokers are unhealthy
Morbin
is
time.
honestly ridiculous. Especially when she's admitted herself that she has health issues and literally needs a breathing tube so she doesn't suffocate. Eventually though, she started leaning more and more into this
Well,
fat
she is kind of like a smoker because smokers need oxygen too. No, yeah, it's the same thing.
activism, and although this is where she gets most of her popularity from,
Yeah.
it's
Fat-
also the reason she became infamous in the
fatism?
plus-size
How
community.
do we mix
And
the
it
words
was
together?
Fat community.
with a single video. Before we get into that though, it's important to realize that J-Base started to lean into fat activism not to be just part of the movement, but because those views equaled money to her.
There you go.
As she explained herself.
Yeah,
As
money.
a plus size content creator, I have a
Money,
different set of
money,
challenges
money,
than other
money.
creators do,
Yeah.
but I have still made
Money.
thousands of dollars being a content creator, and I would highly recommend getting into content creating if it's something that you're interested in.
Okay.
Every day I get tons of questions about how I work with brands, how I find different brands, how I've made thousands of dollars as a content creator, and so on.
So as these videos gained views,
Yeah.
although it gained her hate, brands actually wanted to work with J-Base just because of the views. And
Well, there's also this weird thing that girls do where they think that it's brave for other girls to be fat. It's how, like, you have, like, a group of, like, 10 girls together, and they all collectively agree that the ugliest and most unhealthy and fattest one among them is the prettiest. And the reason why they do that is because they don't feel threatened by that girl. And it's almost like it's
Probably makes
really
them feel
kind of
better, too,
weird that
about
they do this,
themselves.
right? Have you ever seen this, like, sabotage? Yeah, exactly. And that's really what it is, the bravest. That's so not true. It absolutely is true.
Yeah, it probably makes them feel
100%
better
it
that
is.
there's
Yeah, it
a
makes Jane
person that
normal
looks way
again.
worse
Yeah.
than them.
revenue. However, as we'll see, not all of these viewers were positive.
I wonder
now,
why.
with that in mind, J-Base posted the first of her videos which went mega viral, and that was about plus-size travel.
Plus size travel tip. The Boeing 787 and Airbus A350 are the most plus size friendly aircrafts.
This 6-second TikTok got over 1.7 million
Okay.
views alone, and from that point, Jalen saw dollar signs and decided to go all into her travel TikToks and videos.
Oh,
How'd she get
Videos about
arrested?
Her travel tips gained hundreds and thousands of views,
Oh.
and she shared how different airlines operated and how they treat fat people.
Okay, so Alaska Airlines has a similar policy to Southwest Airlines, but it's a little
Did
bit
she get
different.
arrested for
Alaska
spreading
Airlines does
false
require that-
information?
I hate this. I hate these fat euphemisms. Customer of size. Make it fucking stop. Please. In this. Stop it.
that you buy 2 seats
Customer
ahead
of
time if
size.
you do not fit comfortably in one seat.
Oh,
And the comments on this TikTok weren't exactly positive, but they're about to get a lot worse.
Should be in the lucky draw.
As one of Jalen's videos went mega viral, 7 million views.
People tell
Bro,
me
what the
every day that
fuck?
I
She
shouldn't
takes
be
up
allowed
two
on a
of those
plane because of my
seats.
size. I'm here to remind you your size doesn't have to hold you back.
I
Some of the
mean, how is it like that you're wearing a breathing tube and you've also got
Wait.
this
How does this work? What happens if you buy one ticket for one seat, but then you don't tell them how big you are, and then you come and you sit down like this and you take up 2 seats, and someone else has already bought the ticket for this seat? What happens then? Do you have to get off because you can't fit? I don't understand. Like, when you buy a ticket these days, do they ask you for your weight? So that you have to buy 2 tickets?
you're also basically
Because
wearing
this
a
bitch is taking
hospital
up
gown.
2 seats.
Like, I mean, at what point do you realize that maybe you're doing something wrong?
Comments were absolutely brutal, claiming that this should be a wake-up call, mocking her weight,
Yeah.
and people hoping she paid for the extra seats.
Let's
Whether-
and this is what I totally
So-
agree with this. Let's redesign the world for obese people. That's what's so weird about it, is that these people
So-
think that they have the right to be 600 pounds
How'd she go to the
and
toilet?
the whole world has to accommodate for it. No, we don't. If you want
Could
to be
she
600
could she even
pounds,
fit
that's fine.
into where the
but
toilet is?
usually, like, I mean, there's a lot of elements to this, right? Like, usually people that are 600 pounds, they don't really
Because it's like a skinny
not
doorway
around
and stuff,
very
right?
well,
I've never been on a plane.
That's number one. Number two is that not everybody else in the world needs to accommodate to you. You're like the 1%. Why does the whole world need to accommodate to someone who's 600 fucking pounds? It's crazy.
Seats. Whether it was these brutal comments or airlines not giving Jalen free seats, J-Bay started to feel as though the world was against her.
I bet.
Why would they give you free
Could
seats?
survive flights.
Why would they give you a free seat? If you weren't on the flight, taking up 2 seats, 2 people would buy tickets. There'd be 2 tickets they would sell to 2 people. But because you're on the flight, you expect them to give you 1 ticket for free for 1 seat? No. Pay for 2 tickets, you fat bitch. Like what? You take up 2 seats. This is so stupid.
Getting into a plane was a life or death scenario, and shared her next viral video, which gained 17
Your life is that. That's why you're on a breathing tube.
million views.
Things that plus-size travelers hate. When the tray table can't
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Just put it on your belly. It's
out,
big enough.
worrying about asking for a seatbelt extender, having little to no room to move, narrow aisles and bulkhead seats, tiny airplane bathrooms,
Hey, you know
worrying
what's
you're
funny?
going to break the toilet.
Normal people don't have these issues. Strange, isn't it? It's just you. I wonder why. It's crazy.
It's gotta be a joke.
Right. Has Asmund talked about it? I think he may have. I don't feel sympathy for most things. But like things like this, especially, like you've done this to yourself. You could have just stopped eating. Like you didn't have to keep eating to the point where you're this big. You don't have to travel. You could you don't have to get on a plane and go places. You could stay home. If you do want to travel, you could do that without getting on a plane. You are making all these decisions. I don't feel sorry for you in the slightest. Like, stop whinging.
And the thing is, I look at the toilet and I'm like, yeah, probably.
Getting pat down because you're fat. Tiny
Normal people get pat down. What are you talking about?
worrying you're going to break the toilet. Getting pat down because you're fat.
Normal people get pat down.
Tiny
Like what?
airport chairs with armrests.
Oh
And the
no.
comments were brutal yet again, but they were about to get even more brutal.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro,
That's what I'm fucking
exactly.
saying.
Whose fault is that?
As J-Bay started her first petition off the back of these videos.
So I wanted to make this video to talk about everything related to my plus size travel petition. I am
Yeah.
advocating
Everything
for
is
policies
fucking
and measures to make
preventable.
air travel
Just
more
stop
comfortable and
eating.
accessible for
Oh
plus
my god, so they want to change the whole world to fit around them. This is amazing.
size travelers. My petition is based on personal experiences of discrimination and discomfort while traveling by myself and with my partner, who's also plus
You
size.
should be discriminated against. You're massively overweight.
You have a partner?
It's a
How?
hazard to everybody around you. You destabilize the plane. Like it's not even a question.
We have faced hateful comments, disapproving looks, and even refusal to sit next to us because of our size. The
Well,
mistreatment
yeah. Why would somebody want to sit next to somebody that's 500 pounds?
Yeah, they don't want you
there's
fat
two reasons.
spilling over
Number
onto
one,
them.
it's because they're probably going to be pressed up against you. And number two, you probably smell bad.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, let's
No,
be
no, no.
honest.
No. And number 3, it seems she always gets the fucking window seat. Which means they're going to have to get up every single time for this bitch to go to the toilet.
of plus-size travelers is absolutely unacceptable, and urgent action is needed to protect the dignity and rights of all passengers, regardless of their size.
You're right to have people sit next to you at the airplane.
Or
So you're right to make sure that Delta Airlines makes a chair for you that's, you know, for 3 people.
Jalen launched her petition, which at the time of recording has around 40,000 signatures,
Ow.
which
Wow.
laid bare her unrealistic demands. The first of these demands, which honestly isn't too bad, is just for flights to have a customer of size policy for tall people, disabled people, and of course, morbidly obese people. However,
That's
the
how.
next-
No, one is not
Because she
like
put
the
fucking
others.
tall and
If
disabled
you're
people.
morbidly obese, it's probably because you can't stop eating food, or you have some sort of
Is he gonna say what I said earlier? Like being tall, you can't do anything about that. That's just how you're born. Disabled, same thing. Most disabilities, you can't really do anything about that. Being fat is completely preventable.
problem that you've
You
created
can
yourself.
just stop eating.
Being very tall or very short, or, you know, your legs not working, this is something that happens to you. Being fat is a choice. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Item on the list is
That's what I'm
gets
saying.
really strange and controversial, as she demands that airlines must give morbidly obese people a free seat, or even
Because like it's the
multiple
same
free
thing. I'm
seats,
fat,
so that
right?
they don't spill over
And I
into
can
the
just
next
not be
chair.
fat
Many-
if I exercise.
It's
But I'm also
crazy
lazy.
how I've said this
And I don't
before,
want
this might be
to
a
work out.
controversial take, but I do
And I
think
don't
that
care that I'm
people on
fat.
average,
Like,
especially ones that are like 500 pounds, are more
It's a choice.
selfish than an average person. I think that if you took 10,000 500-pound people and you took 10,000 normal-sized people and you looked at the selfish tendencies between them, I think that you would see multiple standard deviations of difference. I can't see how this isn't obvious.
Many people have said that this is frustrating, as why should an obese person get an entire row to themselves just for free? Surprisingly, some airlines do actually have a similar customer-sized policy, and it's led to some extremely shocking news stories. In 2023, a woman booked up and paid upfront for her flight from Montego Bay to Baltimore, where she was traveling with 2 teenagers. However, an obese person needed an extra seat, of course, for free. This led to the woman and the 2 teenagers being kicked off.
We need to stop catering to hogs like this. Selfish,
Wait, they were
entitled hogs
so
that are
wait.
trying to fuck up society and make everybody change and conform.
A fat
around
person
them.
wasn't kicked off?
It's ridiculous.
It was the other people?
It's absolutely ridiculous.
I guess
Like,
this like
how
answers
is it
my
that
question from
anybody's
earlier.
even taking this seriously for a second? It's crazy.
Off the flight in order to make room for this obese woman who had not paid for the extra seat and had not told staff that she needed an extra seat beforehand.
Yeah, exactly.
This is where the fat activism
Bro.
starts to break down, as you get situations like this in order to prioritize the obese flyers. 3 people, 2 of which are teenagers, who had fully paid, had to be kicked off the flight in order to accommodate.
Did
one
they get their
person.
money
I
back?
don't think
Why wouldn't you just tell the one person that you don't have like? Number one, that's so stupid. Like it really. I mean, it's
The
not even
person who
logical.
caused the
Like, you're
problem
gonna
should be
tell
the one
3
that's
people
kicked
they
off.
Can't get on a flight because one person. What are they afraid of? Fat people going and trying to make Southwest Airlines look like it's bad? This is crazy. Why choose 3 instead? Why choose 1 instead of 3? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
I mean, not only that, choose the one that's fucking caused the problem.
Absolutely.
Wait for the next one.
Yeah.
Especially as they didn't book 2 tickets. And JB support.
Well, it's not even that they didn't book 2 tickets. It's that they didn't tell them ahead of time that they would need extra space.
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain.
But they
if
caused
you're
the
really fat,
if you cause the
there's
problem,
probably
you're
some
the one
sort of,
that,
like,
that gets
thing that you need
booted.
to like mark.
That's the way I
that
say
says
it.
like, hey, by the way, I'm massively overweight and I need 2 spaces.
What's this exact policy? Even bringing up Southwest Airlines, who are the culprits in this case, customer-sized policy.
Southwest Airlines sets an incredible example by prioritizing passenger well-being by offering a free second seat or reimbursement for the purchase of an additional seat for comfort and safety of those needing extra space. These policies enhance safety and reduces discomfort and health risks associated with cramped plane seating. Southwest Airlines
Now they care about health risks.
The fuck are you talking
customer
about?
size policy should serve as a model for
Yeah,
other
but they kicked
airlines,
3
encouraging
fucking
them to
people
accommodate
off
plus-size passengers and
for
eliminate
1
discrimination.
person.
Jalen didn't just stop at airlines and their policies, and her downfall into delusion was just beginning, as she began to suggest that hotels were being
Or she's a
fat.
fucking nutcase.
Of course. Wow, what a surprise.
Now it's hotels.
It never ends where you think it does.
Okay.
Phobic, and I really wish I was joking.
These are the exact steps that hotels can take to be more size inclusive and accessible for travelers of all sizes. Number 1 on the list, provide
It's not travelers of all sizes. It's travelers of your size. 99% of people don't have
I didn't
these
pick up on
problems.
that, but yeah.
This entire idea that, like, we're being inclusive. No, you're not being inclusive by going out of your way to over-design things to make sure that the 1% of people who have eaten themselves into morbid obesity in an early grave somehow are slightly more accommodated whenever they're sitting in a plane
Bro,
or in
it
a
is
hotel.
cold
It's
here today.
insane that we, like, how does... What's happened? Oh my god.
Bro, it's 14 degrees.
wider chairs
What?
without armrests.
It was
In
way
guest
colder
rooms,
than that.
lobbies, and common areas to accommodate different body sizes and types. Number 2 on
Just
the
sit
list.
on the sofa.
Bro.
Ensure beds with strong support and a higher weight
That
capacity.
boat
No
stinks.
way. You're talking about the fucking bed. What happened? What did you do to the bed?
She lay on it
Along
and
with
break it?
providing reinforced chairs and wider backing facilities.
Did she break the chair as
chairs?
well?
So now the entire hotel has to have titanium chairs or tungsten chairs because you want to sit on a chair. Like, this is unbelievable. Like, really, it's so outrageous. No, 40%. No. 40% of the U.S. is overweight, sure. But, like, there is, like, there's a spectrum for this,
Yeah,
okay?
like, I'm overweight.
Make elevators and hallways spacious. To allow for
I'm considered overweight, right? What am I in pounds? Because fucking Americans and everything do it in pounds. 95 kilograms to pounds. LBS. Apparently I'm 200 pounds. 210 pounds. Apparently. What if we take this and we say 500? What's that in kilos? Bro, that's 230 kilos. That is 230 kilos. That is crazy, bro. That's insane. Like, I'm considered overweight. And I'm only 200 pounds. It's like the spectrum is like crazy.
individuals and those utilizing mobility devices. Number 4.
No, hold up. Like, if you're wider than a wheelchair,
Install grab bars in showers and near toilets.
Grab
Offer
bars?
adjustable handheld shower heads and raised toilet seats
Grab
for
bars?
added accessibility. Number 5. Train staff to be
Oh,
respectful,
bro.
understanding.
Oh, I was about to say, what the fuck's a grab bar? But then it clicked to me. I'm considering like getting my dad to put a grab bar in the bathroom, in the toilet. Because, bro, my knees, now that I'm like getting old, my knees are so bad. Especially when it's like cold like this. Like I took a shit this morning. And then I tried to get up and I was like, ooh, that's not working. My knees like just didn't want to work because it was so cold. I'm getting to the point where I need a fucking grab bar. It has nothing to do with my fucking... Well, actually, it might have something to do with my weight. But I think my issue with my knees is because I used to skate a lot.
And accommodating to travelers of all sizes.
And
The
it grinded
list of
down my
demands
fucking
gets crazier
knee
and
joints.
crazier. And her saying that hallways and elevators need to be wider is just
hallways need to be wider. Oh my god.
So just reconstruct the
absolutely
entire fucking
insane.
hotel?
I've never walked through a hotel hallway and felt like I needed more room. So I'm not sure how.
Well, why do you think that is? Oh, geez. Guys, I really wonder what's the difference here?
Why do you have to be to feel that way? Commenters
So
on YouTube
infuriating.
had
I
different
hate
points
these people.
too, such as
I
how
do.
her
I
raising
hate
the
'em.
height of toilet seats would be absolutely disastrous
Mm-hmm.
for people who have real disabilities. As a wheelchair user, raising toilet seats is one of the most inaccessible things they could do. The
Well,
issue
no,
is
you
Raising
don't
them?
understand because you're just in a wheelchair. You
Why
have
would
to
you raise
understand
them?
that, you're not fat, okay? And
Just
obviously,
have one of
and
the
by
bar
way,
things that we were just
have
talking
you ever
about.
noticed that 99% of all fat activism is from fat women? It is. It is. Most of all of the idea of fat phobia, fat activism, fat acceptance, this is all just a massive psyop to make men feel guilty for not being attracted to them. That's the reason. I'm going to say it. And I know it's sexist, and that's because it is. But it's true. It's true, and everybody knows it.
Yep.
Though that Jalen has now gotten herself so large that she does need a wheelchair too, and even uses a mobility scooter, which of course was
fuck
gifted
is
to
a
her by a
mobility
brand.
scooter?
Bro, like, Jesus.
That's like I know about. Wait,
Holy fuck, man.
I know about the proper mobility scooter. What is this? I've never seen one of these. Mobility. Scooter. Images. Yeah. This is a mobility scooter. I've never... That's a fucking double-seater. What the fuck? Okay, I didn't know they made double-seated mobility scooters. That's new. This is a mobility scooter. This shit. My nan had one. We bought her one. Because she needed it. Except hers had 3 wheels. I think it had 3. Wait, maybe it had 4. I swore it was like this. But it only had 1 seat. I didn't realize they made them to the point where like they have nothing on them. So hers looked like this, right? It had like basket and all that sort of stuff, but I'm pretty certain it only had 3 wheels. But this is a mobility scooter. Know what they're fucking showing.
By a brand. Now it's safe to say public perception towards JB has been turning negative for quite some time, as her victim mentality, defensive crazy policies, and unrealistic demands became more and more unhinged. However, what came next was about to make her previous antics look tame. In May of 2024, Jalen took a break from her usual bragging of her paid-for holidays and took a more serious tone, as she uploaded a video of some apparently disgusting discrimination she had faced in...
As I approached her, and she realized she'd be assisting me and not one of the smaller passengers, she started to walk away with the wheelchair while making comments about my size.
Who? What? It's not...
The thing is,
it's not their job.
Like, my dad had this happen at the airport. The wheelchair held...
Is she talking about like a flight attendant? They're just supposed to bring you like drinks and snacks and stuff, right? They're not supposed to like help you get in and out of chairs and because of your wheelchair and that, right? Am I crazy?
Help at the airport is absolutely fucking S tier. It is insanely high quality, and it's meant for people that have actual real disabilities, not fat people who can't stop eating food that need the world to accommodate for them. There is a limited amount of those wheelchairs and those people that are there to help elderly and
do they have
disabled
special
people
wheelchairs
get
for
around
planes?
and be able to live their lives. The fact that you have these people hogging up all the wheelchairs, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's completely selfish, and it's ridiculous.
SeaTac Airport. Basically, JB requested to be pushed in...
My ordeal at SeaTac will shock you. The experience I'm about to share with you is yet another example of why employee sensitivity training, a demand outlined in the plus-size travel petition, is desperately needed. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I can see what she means.
A wheelchair, but after seeing the sheer size of Jalen, Apparently, the employee refused and walked away. And in February of 2025, Jalen talked
And
about
the
With no
funny thing
evidence.
about that is that maybe the employee has another physical defect where she's not able to push a person of that size. And this is what I find to be very funny about this is that it's this entire idea of like acceptance, but the acceptance is completely one-dimensional. Maybe this woman has some sort of injury and it would be too much for her to push around a 500-pound woman versus pushing around a, 100 to 200-pound person who is disabled, right? Or even 300 pounds. Like that's like adding an extra entire person, maybe a person and a half. If you're adding in 200 pounds on top of somebody who's 300 pounds, like being 500 pounds is fucking massive. It's gigantic.
Yeah.
That's 1/4 of a ton. It's insane. And so, like, yeah, I can't lift a fridge by myself. Yeah, exactly. And so, like, and that's the issue that I think these people have. And this is the reason why everybody hates them, including themselves. That's why they're literally killing
What are you
themselves.
doing?
Is that
I caught you. Stop looking at him.
this entire idea of like body acceptance and like needing to be like
Stop
this
looking
is
at
the
his
kind
ear.
of person that's going to be making
Weirdo.
comments about like a girl
You didn't
like
even
that
have
girl
infection.
in Stellar Blade, like where's her organs. Like these are there's not you don't actually care about accessibility. You care about people allowing you to be indulgent in what you think that you want to do. That's it. Lifting over 50 pounds is workplace hazards. Yeah, hazard, exactly.
again with a plan for action.
Familiar with my experience at SeaTac where they refused to push me in a wheelchair. You saw that video, and they refused to push me because I was too fat. And they had absolutely no consideration for my physical health, my well-being.
Saw the
my
video,
needs.
but there was
None of
probably
the
no
above.
sound.
Well, I thought maybe I was the only person that happened to experience that, and it was just something that was really uncommon.
And then let me guess, there's a
There was no sound in the video. Like, we didn't hear any sound. It was just text that she put on the video saying that the person said these things and did these things. So who fucking knows what really actually happened?
There's a lot of fat people who have had this same problem and have caused this same issue at airports.
And then I talked to someone incredible in our community, and they're a much smaller fat person than I am, and they experienced the
A
same
much smaller fat person than I.
What does that mean?
damn thing.
Jalen talked about how they had no consideration for her size, but commenters on the TikTok were quick to point
Well, the entire thing is about a consideration on your size.
out the hypocrisy, as Jalen had no consideration for the employee's well-being, even
Yeah,
stating
exactly.
that
They can't
Yeah.
really push. Yeah, see, this is it. A physical health or well-being. It's not physically possible for most people to push a large amount of weight. And also, it was a she. It's a woman, right? I mean, this isn't some big, strong dude or like some guy that's in shape. It's just this. Probably it could be like a 110-pound girl. Like, is she going to be able to push a 400-pound woman around? Sorry, 500-pound woman around? And that's also not even including her bags, too.
they legally may not have been allowed to push over 400 pounds, but
Yeah.
Jalen did not relent and continued
She
on
didn't
her
care.
rant.
Ever had a bad experience with SeaTac? We would love for you to come out and be part of the protest.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Please,
Why
If
are
this
you
video doesn't
protesting?
end in a protest of a bunch of fat people sitting outside an airport, I'm gonna be so upset. Please, please, please.
Let's show them
They're not
that
gonna
they
be
cannot
standing.
treat people like this. They cannot treat anyone like this, and they cannot treat fat people like this. This is unacceptable.
Is she playing Not Like Us?
What?
And it's discrimination, and it will not be tolerated any longer. So if you want to be a part of this protest, DM me tonight, DM me tomorrow, but let's go ahead and make it happen. We will be at SeaTac Airport Tuesday, February 4th.
Please tell me that she's like alone. Or there's like
If
her
you
and
want
like
to
two
protest
people.
at SeaTac in solidarity with me, come on by. If you see me at SeaTac, please come up and say hello.
So Jalen had spoke to countless people who had had the same experience of discrimination, and who were also
How are they gonna get there?
outraged
They
with the
can't-
situation they'd been
They're
put
too
in.
fat
No,
to get on
SeaTac,
flights.
Not SeaWorld. This is an airport.
Planned a
You can see how they got
huge
mixed
protest
up
in
there.
retaliation
I
with
deserve dignity at every weight. No, you don't. You're fat. It's disgusting. It's just the way it is. It's the same as smoking. Smoking's disgusting. Being
Yep.
an alcoholic's disgusting.
Yep.
The world needs to stop accommodating selfish, disgusting people. Stop it. Don't give any ground to these people. My body is not your business. Yes, it is. Obese people are human beings too. They're multiple human beings in some
It comes
cases.
out business when you fucking
Obese woman
spilling
matter.
over the seat onto the other person. You make it their
All the
business.
people in the plus size community to come down and make their voices heard. Jalen uploaded this call to action and gained 140,000 views with support from the comments and her community. So February 4th,
How many
rolled
people
in,
turned up?
And so did Jalen to SeaTac
Rolled in, huh?
Airport, and she kickstarted her
My god, she's alone. Bro, it's worse than I thought.
I got what I wanted.
protest. However, she was the only attendee, holding up a lonely sign all alone in a pretty deserted airport. People in her comments weren't exactly supportive either. Why should someone risk physical...
No. The first comment was way better. Wheelchairs are for disabled people, not able-bodied people eating themselves into the grave. No, that's the based one, okay?
Why should someone risk physical injury to push you?
Exactly.
So you're really expecting the average person to be able to push your entire body weight when you can't even walk or get yourself around due to your body weight?
Oh, that's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, that one's good.
Things were heating up for Jalen. The entire internet was having a bit of a pile-on, and her videos were more popular than ever. But, like we've seen,
Why'd you go to
wasn't
jail?
exactly positive attention. Now, I don't agree with flat-out bullying, but I think it's important to point out the flaws in Jalen's argument.
Rubbish.
I don't agree with bullying, but I do agree with being firm, decisive, and definitive that being fat like that is extremely unhealthy. It's bad for you. Nobody should be like
Is stating
that. It's
facts still
probably your
considered
fault,
bullying?
and it's not something that
How does
should
that
be
work?
accommodated by the public. Nobody should think that it's okay to be. Obviously, if you want to be 600 pounds, that's fine, but the world doesn't need to conform around your behavior. You want to eat and be 600 pounds, go ahead. But don't expect anybody else to, rationalize this or tell you that you're doing a good job. That's the issue. Fat shaming should be allowed? Well, it is. Fat shaming is, like, there's a lot of elements of fat.
Is it not allowed?
Fat people feel enough shame on their own. Trust me, they hate themselves. That's why their entire life is built around their size.
Who's making it so it's not allowed?
They absolutely hate themselves. Like that's really it. Yeah, there's nobody that hates fat people more than fat people. And so bullying and honesty is not bullying.
It says Asman.
Bullying is not, like, I don't agree with just like
But it
making
says, like,
fun
he
of
hates
somebody
fat
and like,
people
haha, you're so
more than
stupid
fat
and
people.
fat and everything. Like, that's not really what I'm trying to do. Like, I'll make a joke like that every once in a while.
Sometimes.
But in a
Not
general
all the
sense,
time,
it's not
but
really something
sometimes.
that I agree with. It's just it's mean-spirited. But fundamentally, these people are selfish, gluttonous, and also totally self-serving. They don't care about anybody else except for themselves. They don't care about how they inconvenience other people. They don't care about their impact on society. They don't care about anything other than eating more food and then doing what they want to do. And that's fine. You want to do that, that's okay. But the moment that you enlist the activism and the help of another person, now you need to come up with a justification. We've accommodate them, otherwise it's
Bro, I
murder?
got pizza
guess
last
so.
night because I felt like pizza.
And question why we should accommodate obesity more than the disabilities.
No
And
excuse
why
other
should
than
obese
that.
people
Just
have
I felt like
priority
pizza.
over average-sized passengers,
So I got
like we saw
pizza.
with the Southwest Airlines story.
They should have a
Now,
lower priority.
And I ate a whole pizza
I'm sure the pressure of the internet
by
is
myself.
taking a toll on Jalen's mental health. There's no matter how mentally strong and confident
It was
someone can say
delicious.
they
Why
are,
did you get the nose ring? You didn't have to do that. Nobody wanted you to do that. Why would you get that nose ring?
everyone has a limit. Put that alongside her failing physical.
Oh, wow.
And now she's in the hospital. Yeah. Shocker.
You want to know why you don't see any really old fat people? It's because they're dead. Think about all the famous fat people that are really old. There's one. His name's Santa Claus, and he's not real.
health due to her size, the cracks would inevitably begin to show. Now, if you are someone who wants to make a change to your physical health, I'd highly recommend signing up to the Fat Loss Kitchen, where every Friday I'll send you high protein, low calorie meal ideas, all of them completely free. Each recipe is specifically made for busy people
send that to Jalen.
Yeah, but how much is this shit gonna cost though?
Are sick of eating the same boring meals, and judging by the reviews we've had so far, it's safe to say people are absolutely loving it. The link is in the description to sign up, and make sure you
I can
sign
eat
up
Hungry
quick so you
Jacks
don't
every
miss
day
the
of the
huge
week.
announcement that'll be coming out
Fucking
soon.
love it.
So make sure you sign up so you don't
So
miss
good.
out. Now back to Jalen.
That
These
was a great ad. Super short, really to the point. I like that. I appreciate that. This is a good video. We're gonna link this video. Give this guy a sub. I like him.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad ad.
Showed sooner rather than later, and on the 23rd of February.
I want to know why she got
Speaking
put
of
in jail.
being fat, if you don't want to be fat, there's an ad here, and you can eat this food and you won't be fat. Anyway, so back to the being fat.
2025, she posted this video to her Instagram, showing her crying in
The food
car,
looked good
videoing
too, I'm
her
not gonna
feet,
lie.
and what seems to be her
Did look
throwing up
good.
into a bag. The caption was even stranger too, and she's actually edited it so we can't see what was there in the first place, but it now reads as follows. I am now safe. My perpetrator is going to be served. I have a chat with the police department number. I am safe, and his family and what they have done to me will be exposed. And I'm not threatening anyone, but that's what God has told me to do. Now, it's not clear what was actually wrong with Jalen, except in her bio she states it was abuse and sepsis, but what she did share was a GoFundMe.
Do you know what sepsis is?
Journey to healing and safety, as she put it. I don't know why the first thing she does is make a GoFundMe, especially after
Can you live from sepsis? I don't think you can, right? Wait. Sepsis. Sepsis is a life-threatening condition that arises when the body's response to an infection spirals out of control, causing damage to its own tissues and organs. That's why, yeah, so I'm correct in what I thought sepsis was. Can you live from sepsis? Can sepsis be cured? That'll do. Yes, sepsis is treatable. Oh, it's treatable. Okay, I thought it wasn't. And many individuals recover fully, but it is a serious condition that requires prompt medical attention, early diagnosis, and treatment. Okay. So she's saying that she okay. The reason why I know about sepsis is because that's how the guy on The Good Doctor died, right? What was his name? Good Doc. Like, one of the doctors died from it. What was his name? Melendez. That's what it was. Good Doctor Melendez death. Injuries during an earthquake and caused significant internal damage to his bowels, which proved to be untreatable. The character's death was creative decision. Didn't he get sepsis though? Like, I know he had damage to his bowels, but I think he got sepsis. Can't remember. Anyway. But also, is sepsis the thing that makes your eyes go yellow?
Why would a gluttonous person ask for money?
They're hungry.
Ooh, oh man, I wonder. What could it be?
I think we'll go to
all over
8,000
Instagram and TikTok about
today,
how she had free
and then I'll
holidays
stream.
and makes thousands of dollars as an influencer. To me, this is a completely ridiculous thing to do, and people agreed. One person commented that her post was.
Oh, also there won't
and
be a
JB
stream
actually
tomorrow. I
threatened
gotta
them
go
with
do some
legal
stuff.
action if they didn't remove that comment.
This has been recorded and will be addressed as need be. You have
But-
a chance to remove it. Choose wisely, Gina.
But I'll probably end up streaming on Saturday to make up for tomorrow's missed day.
But it gets even worse. JB DM'd another person and continued to insult them, laughing at their
See, look, bro. I knew it. See, every single time. Yes, bro. Get those eyebrows under control. There it is. Yep, I told you. Total.
What?
Yeah, see, these people, they always want to talk about accepting size, accepting body types. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You don't give a fuck about that. All you care about is people pushing your fucking fat ass around at the airport while you eat as much
And
food
making
as
money.
you want. And then you can go easily,
Because she found out she could make money from
over
it.
to some skinny
Right.
girl and talk about how she's anorexic, her eyebrows are fucked up, and where's her organs? That's it. These people, you never, ever, ever, for even a second, believe that anything they're saying is something that actually is legit. It's not legit. It's never been legit. It's all self-serving.
Physical
That's how it
appearance
is.
and even threatened
Rubbish,
to get
I
fired
see
from
you.
their job, all because they like to comment calling
What?
her dramatic. Now, it's completely ironic that JB, someone who's advocated for the rights of fat people, completely broke down at someone, and the first thing she did was laugh at their physical appearance.
Of course
And
they did, because this is
And
it's
threaten
all
their
about
job. Like,
accepting
what?
her
Why?
behavior
Oh, there's two
while
trubbishes.
maintaining the privileges of other people. That's all.
We're having
it
a
is.
trubbish party.
It's a selfish, gluttonous movement that, well, I wouldn't say it's a movement. I would say it's a selfish, gluttonous cause.
Oh my god, another trubbish. Do you see that? Do you see all the trubbishes? Trubbish party.
Like Asmon says, all the problems in the world are caused by two types of people, Karens and incels. I've said it. Isn't it crazy that I just keep being right?
on making the world a better place. She only cares if she
Rubbish.
can make money from it.
That's
And
right.
if someone tries to stop her from making
God
money,
damn it.
she actually attacks
Rubbish, why
them.
couldn't you be shiny?
Unfortunately for JB, the real trouble was still yet to come, and she would soon face the consequences for her actions. On the 3rd of March 2025, someone on Reddit posted some breaking news. We were tipped off to JB being arrested. Charges
Arrested?
What's she arrested
What
for?
did she do?
included
That's what I wonder.
Class C felony.
What?
Her charge sheet wasn't looking good. 1 count of misuse of 911 system, 1 count of resisting arrest and obstructing.
Assault? Wait, bro.
She hit someone?
She got the 6X? So she called 911 for some bullshit, and then she was causing problems with the healthcare facility. Then probably the police got called.
How does she-
And then she was resisting arrest.
How does she resist arrest when she's that big? And she's in a wheelchair. How does anyone in a wheelchair resist arrest? How does it make sense? What? Obstructing law enforcement. Criminal trespass.
And then she was obstructing law enforcement after resisting arrest. Then she probably went somewhere else, and then she probably hit a police up. And this is at 4:20 in the morning.
Now the assault, wouldn't it say assault of a police officer?
Oh my god.
If she hit a police officer, right? It would just say
Law
assault.
enforcement, and finally, 1 count of assault and criminal trespass.
Jesus.
Honestly, I'm impressed that her nearly 600-pound body could carry all of these out, and I can't wait for the.
True. She was wilding out. Maybe
Is
she
there-
is healthy at any size.
Is it like body cam
Body cam
footage?
footage to be
Yeah.
honest. Now I'm no expert,
I wanna know
think
how
the
she
assault
resisted
charge being
arrest.
Felony Class C is quite a big deal, and ChatGPT told me that it could lead to a prison time of 3 to 10 years and fines of up to $10,000, which JB will surely beg for money
It
to
says
pay
not to take it lightly.
for. At the time of recording this video,
Yo,
JB
she's not
hasn't
gonna
posted
fucking
any updates since this incident.
wanna go
But has
to
kept the
prison.
Venmo and Cash App links on her-
Honestly,
'Cause then
her
she's
going
gonna have to
prison
fucking
could
lose
be
weight.
the best thing that could happen to her. Because if she doesn't go to prison, she's gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. See, fat people that are this big, they die.
Cash App?
And
What is
in
Cash
prison,
App?
they're not gonna give her that much food. And she'll lose a
Venmo.
lot
What
of
is
weight.
Venmo?
So she should be happy that she's going to prison. W for remember what I said about that 2%? We might have to make it all the way up to 3.
What is Venmo and Cash App?
Not true. I
They like
think
PayPal?
it is.
profile, but we can only assume she's still in prison and cannot afford the bail. JB is the prime example of a fast
Oh, so she's in
activism
prison.
grifter. As soon as she realized she can make money from travel videos, posting rage bait online, and get rewarded while doing so, she lent into it even more, causing her worldview to get more and more twisted and delusional. She kept her victim mindset throughout, causing her to pay the ultimate price and lose all respect of the internet. Now, if you want to see more influencers who are part of the body positivity movement and met a very predictable end, click the video that's on your
Very
screen
predictable, and yeah, this is where we'll watch this one maybe tomorrow.
now. And make sure you sign up to the Fat Loss Kitchen and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you
Wait,
in
is
the
that what
next
his
one.
YouTube channel is
The
actually
reason why
called?
I
The
go
Fat
so
Loss
hard
Kitchen?
against these people is because they push a lie that hurts other people. So, like, for example, the way that I live, I say multiple times that other people treat their body like
possums
a
are-
temple. I treat my body like a
The
zoo.
possums are at it.
I don't think people should live the way that I live. I don't
They're
think
running around
that
in
the
the
way
floor.
that I do things is necessarily healthy. And I would say that there's a lot of things that I eat and drink and things like that that are obviously bad. And yeah, we'll watch the fucking listen. Yeah, I understand. We will get to it, okay? But just give me a fucking minute, all right?
Right, how many?
Anyway,
Ooh, sure.
it's a dude. Yeah, I know. It's the 1%, right? But you don't eat 7 meals a day. Yes, this is a great video, by the way. Big Craig, that's his name. I'm gonna link you guys his YouTube channel. Give him a like. Give him a sub. I like.
Yeah,
that
I
a
eat
lot.
1 meal a day.
Yeah, it does. Today, tomorrow. Today is always tomorrow, and yesterday is always today. And W video. Yeah.
Or
give
like
you guys
if I
sub.
eat
That
a
was really good
meal
video,
during the
man.
middle of the day, I
And,
might eat
I
like
think, again,
something
The
little.
problem with this, and this is the reason
Late
why I go
afternoon.
hard on it, is because they create this narrative that misleads young women into thinking that it's normal, acceptable, and okay in order to do this. And I think that's really the problem. It's the fact that these people, it's not enough for them to be fat. They want other people
Yeah.
to be fat, and they
want
want
the
to
whole world to be
justify
fat.
being fat and change medical definitions and mislead people into believing a lie in order to justify their own lifestyle. That's the reason why it's bad. If you just want to listen, if you want to do crack, if you want to do fentanyl in your house and just sit there and then eventually overdose and die, go ahead. Go ahead. That's natural selection. That's fine. If you want to be 700 pounds and die at 30, go ahead. Have fun. Have fun. I hope you enjoy it. But the reality is that when you want other people to think that you being 700 pounds is okay, you try to shift the narrative around that. You tell people that they can be healthy at any size. That's the problem. And then also, then you complain
Yeah,
about everything.
I hate all the
Oh,
complaining.
wow, I can't fit in this door.
Don't complain about
Well,
things
yeah,
that you
that's
could
because
prevent.
this door is designed for a person.
It's just annoying.
That's the reason why.
Rubbish.
You're wrong. Fat people have a disease. Well,
Fat people are a disease.
then they should stop eating as much food. And I think the disease would probably lessen the effects of the disease. I think the amount of people that are fat due to the nature of their genetics and that eat a reasonable amount of food and that also exercise, I think that you are literally talking about 1%. I think 99% of people are fat because they eat a lot of food
Bro.
and they don't exercise.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's what it is. Thyroid sickness. I
What
knew
does
a
that
girl
even
that had
mean?
a thyroid.
I'm pretty certain. Like I don't eat well, right? Like I eat takeout once a week, maybe twice a week sometimes. If I eat food at home, it's like frozen pizza or like a ham sandwich, like just random things like that. I don't make like actual food, like veggies and that sort of stuff. What if I do? It's like rare. If I worked out, I think I would probably be at a good weight and I would probably look decent. And I could still eat the same crap that I normally eat. I just don't work out because I don't want to and I'm lazy. That seems like too much work. Like that's my choice. I choose to do that. But I don't whinge about it to everybody.
Problem, and she was an OnlyFans model.
It's like who cares?
I don't want to hear that. She had to take medication for it. I don't want to hear that at all. No. There are ways that you get around that. Absolutely. You take medication. There's ways that you do that.
So people that
get thyroid
eat,
medication. Yeah,
eat like
exactly, to
shit,
make
don't
you skinny.
exercise,
Well,
and
no,
then
like hers
whinge about
made you
being
gain
fat
weight, right?
that are annoying.
But she was at Link. No. And so anyway, there's medicine for that. I forgot what it was. That's not true because anecdotal reference. Yeah, that's the reason why. Is that, again, I am on a crusade against this. I have always hated this. This embodies everything that I hate. It is selfish, it's self-serving, it's delusional, it's disgusting, and it's self-righteous. Everything about this, I fucking hate it. That's the way I feel. And somebody got to say it.
Agreed.
And I know that some people are going to say, oh, but
Nah,
you're
I'm on
being
your
mean.
side. I'm on your side. I'm also fat, so I'm allowed to be mean to fat people. That's the way it works, right? Do we want to watch any of these? What is this? Last to leave Holland? What? Let's go this, see if there's anything on the main page again. Oh, it's me! We could watch me while playing me. What? That didn't make any sense. Wait, what? The feminist Holocaust? What does that mean? Are they all going to the gas chamber? How long does it go for? Gosh, for an hour. Bro, I'm not watching that. It's too long. Is he naked? Setsuigetsu when we first meet him? Wait, what is this? Wait, is Ghost of Tsushima 2 out? Watch this.
Got a 19-minute long, beautiful deep dive into Ghost of Yotei, and either I'm high on Mona Kimura's feet, or I'm slowly turning into a weeb. Either I'm high on Mona
Who's this? She kinda cute.
Kimura's feet, or I'm slowly turning into a weeb. Kojima, help me! As someone who absolutely loved Ghost of Tsushima, I gave it a
Yeah, I loved it too.
out of 10. Deserved. I went through this frame by frame.
For the amount of times that my horse tried to kill me was crazy.
Exploration, story. Some is obvious, some is weird, but tons of details you will miss.
Like just yeet me off a fucking cliff?
I lost it.
Or jumping off a cliff for no reason?
I didn't want to make a video on this, but it was just so beautiful, and some of the game design choices are so promising. It blew me away.
Oh, that's
and here we
cool.
are. I'm sorry I annoyed you with my friendship. I will divide every feature into either Ahya or this is silly with an important personal message. For
I would probably
developers
definitely
at
play
the
this
end.
game.
None of you are gonna agree,
Ghost of
probably.
what is it?
This is a spicy
Yotai?
take. Let's get it started.
Because I loved Ghost of
I have to
Tsushima.
drop one big la bomba
It was
right
so
now.
good.
The trailer doesn't show us the full map, and we all love a good map reveal. 99% of the GTA
Is it a new
subreddit is
map?
people drawing the map. Mentally krank. But we don't get to see it.
Is it a new map? Or is it the same map?
We do actually. Right here, several times, Ghost of Yotei will let us roam the entire Hokkaido island. This is insane to
Okay.
me. And now please look at this. This is the size difference between the island of Tsushima and Hokkaido.
Oh my god.
The flip. Now, I know this obviously won't translate
What the
proportionally into game size, but man, get ready for one massive open world.
Bro,
In
the
trailer,
fucking
they
Ghost of
referred to the
Tsushima
land
world
as
was
Etsu a
crazy.
few times, which confused me, so I looked it up and learned that Hokkaido was in fact called Etsu until it was changed in 1869. Which brings me to the main character, cause 69 is a sex position. File this one under... yeah. There isn't that much here, and I want to talk a lot more about the combat anyways, but there is a very cool new concept. Atsu is an onion.
So it's 6-pound onion.
And the onion can go to
onion.
certain locations and then with a simple press of a button,
Onion.
teleport Ratchet
What
and
the
Clank
fuck?
style to her childhood to relive certain memories. My first impression was... geil. But then I thought about it more, and it raises a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
questions. Does this mean exploring her past is voluntary? Can we experience this in any order we like? What if something important happens and we click to go back to present day? Does the time freeze in the past? If it doesn't, can we miss certain flashbacks? The trailer doesn't really explain it. My guess is that certain key
Yeah, like-
locations on the map will allow us to
I roam around too much when I play games like this, so I'll probably end up seeing a cutscene that's you're probably supposed to see like last. I'll probably end up seeing that like first, and just being confused on what the fuck is going on.
trigger these memories as basically just another side activity, but we'll see. In general, I love the idea because sometimes flashbacks
Very
in games
yellow.
can be mind-bendingly boring. But now let's get to one of my absolute favorite changes to the game. This has got me hype, bro.
I like
And
the
hope
spear
more
thing.
Open world games in
The spear
particular
thing
will
was
opt
cool.
for this approach because it is one of the most beautiful and seamless ways to incentivize natural exploration. Lange Rede, kurzer Sinn. In Tsushima, the only real rewards you got for exploring were cosmetics. That is fine, but not ideal in my eyes. Yotei
I thought it
takes
was cool.
a huge leap and ties exploration to character progression.
What?
You gotta find these altars to unlock new skills. I love it. I don't know if you've played the Indiana Jones game. It's excellent. You
I
get
don't know if I
skills
like
by
that.
exploring and it works. Now, if we combine that knowledge with the skill trees, we can see that the icons can be in 4 different states. Yellow for unlocked, gray for locked but purchasable, the fan, which probably means that you still have to find the right altar for it, and a padlock symbol that I reckon is tied to another mechanic, but more on that later.
probably tied to the main
Exploration, make
story.
the skill available to you, then use skill points you get for fighting to actually buy it. This is great. 100%. Ach yeah.
It depends on what the skills are.
Dive shows what Sucker Punch decided to focus
Like,
on.
if the skills are like fighting skills, and they're locked behind exploring and finding like a temple, that's fucking lame. It's like, what? I don't want to have to go find a temple to be able to do like a special slash attack or something like that. You know what I mean? So like, it all depends on what like the skills are that unlock from these exploration type things. If it's just like, oh, you unlock the skill to be able to see things better or something, that's like, or see the map better, it's like, oh, like, fair enough. Who cares?
What direction they want to take this franchise. That's why sequels are so important and interesting. They show us the creative trajectory. The first game stands. The second game walks. Where does it go?
I am 100% convinced that
It is very clear that the Ghost of
the
franchise, if that's
Jin
what you want to call
is
it,
probably
wants
going to be
focus
in
on immersion and
this game.
uninterrupted open world
Like, he's
exploration.
probably going
So
to
they
be
decided
right at
to
the
add
end
a
or something,
camp feature.
and it's just going to be like he pops up,
You
they
can
have a
set up camp
conversation,
at
and
any
he
time to
leaves.
cook and play your shamisen
Something
for
like that.
buffs. Very nice.
Wait,
but this
what?
camp has one more key purpose, and although I do
can
find it very
cook?
interesting, I also have my doubts. There are potential dangers. Listen, you can summon all the NPCs that you meet on your journey to come sleep by me. I give them bread, food, I watch him show, right?
You don't have to leave where you're exploring. The game comes to you.
Think about how that might feel over time. Come on this journey with me. Immerse yourself in that type of gameplay for hours and hours. We just set up camp, check through every character quickly, bam, 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 and then we never have to revisit certain locations again. Because we all know how these games work. We get to a city, and then there's basically just one important character there. The guy who teaches us new sword skills, let's say. But we come to associate...
Yeah, because I was about to say, I'm pretty certain I remember, like, there was more dialogue that I could do with, like, the lady. The really angry old lady who wanted to kill people. But, like, I couldn't finish her dialogue until I met her again. But because I remember there was one time where, like, I wanted to meet her to do more of her dialogue, but she also had a mission. So if I spoke to her, then it started the mission. But I had to go find her to talk to her. I feel like that's more interesting than just being like, hey, come to me so I can talk to you.
that character with that place. It becomes part of their vibe and personality, where we meet them. If all of them just come to us, I fear that NPCs could turn into a type of Einheitsbrei. How do you say this in English? Anonymous sludge. Do you get it? What do you think? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Ach, ja?
No, I agree with him. I'd rather go to the
But
people.
now, finally, combat. This was my favorite part of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Using the right stance for the right opponent. Damn, it was snappy. And it's gone.
Is it?
Seriously,
Why?
stances are gone. That was so core to the experience, so I thought, what? How? Why? But wait, no. Stances aren't gone. They were replaced by weapons. Use the right weapon for the right opponent. 5 different ones. Katana, big katana, dual katana, scorpion style, get over here. And a spear.
Get over here.
there's even more to this. The trailer doesn't fully explain it, but it throws some more curveballs at you. Apparently, we can lose our weapons. We can make the enemy lose their weapons. We can pick up weapons. And I am very confused by this. This is not a loot-based RPG. Thank God. The menus show that every weapon itself is still unique. No damage values. So how can we lose ours? How is that gonna work? What if we are facing a certain enemy type that is weak to spears, but we lost our spear? What happens?
Do you just lose it and then you get it back after the fight's over? How does this work? Like, does he make you drop it and then once you kill him, you just have the weapon again? Like, would you go back into that, like, non-combat stance?
Happens then?
That's
the
confusing.
Solution would be to water down all weapons to a point where you can really use just one weapon for everything, like in Jedi Survivor. Find your favorite and stick to it. I really hope that is not the case.
To be honest, though,
incentivized to switch and we're punished for not doing so, but it remains somewhat of a question mark. And I'm sorry to say this, but
to be honest, though, in Ghost of Tsushima, I did just use, I think it was the moon stance. I think that's what it was called. Wait, hold on. What are the stances? Ghost of Tsushima. Oh god. Stances. I just want to know what the stances are. Stone, water, wind, and moon. Yeah, I think it was the moon stance. It was the one at the end where like he just has it up in the air behind him. I think that's the moon stance. I just use that all the time. Even on people that it wasn't supposed to be good against. I just used it because I liked it. So even if I play this game, I'm probably going to just use the same weapons for everything. Which, I'm not going to lie, it's either going to be the dual katanas or it's going to be the fucking, get over here.
Trailer does ring one big alarm bell, and it rings it early.
Hatsu doesn't care if she lives or dies, so long as she can punish the Yote 6.
Do you see the potential issue? I heard this, and then Detective Conan style felt a lightning in my pussy. It's a revenge story, that's fine, a classic.
Yeah.
But we have to take out the Yote 6. Now, I don't know about you, but this feels extremely Ubisofty to me. Very, very, very. Take out 6 bad guys in any order you want to finish the story. Every region will have a friendly NPC questline to guide you through it, and blah, 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 checklist gaming like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Ghost Recon. This is a silly and a danger. I hope I'm wrong. I hope the plot is linear and handcrafted. Now, before I get to my personal message to the developer, here's a quick rapid-fire list of more cool new additions. There's an enemy type that jumps out of the snow. We have rifle. There's a coin-flicking minigame. We can complete bounties, and our own bounty will also go up over time. Does this mean we get hunted by mercenaries in the open world? Could be cool, but it was hella annoying in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We have paintings and need to align them with what they portray. Rage mode is now called Onion's Howl.
Yeah, the Odyssey, like, when you got hunted by bounty hunters, sometimes it was cool, and then other times it was just like, I don't want to do this right now. Like, I remember there was one time, I think I was, like, taming a lion or a bear or something. I think I was trying to tame something, and the bounty hunter just turned up and started wailing on me. I was like, motherfucker. So I had to, like, stop what I was doing to, like, kill the bounty hunter, to then go back to doing what I was doing. And that shit's so annoying, because it's like, bro, you didn't, it just feels like, it's just stupid.
Good on you is a heavy one.
It would be good if, like, the bounty hunting thing in this is, like, relegated to, like, towns or something. And not just, because, like, the reason it was annoying in Odyssey was because you could just be in the middle of nowhere and bounty hunters turn up. And it's like, how the fuck did they even know we were here? We're in the middle of nowhere. So if, like, this is, like, relegated to towns, like, when you go to towns, you have to be more cautious because there's bounty hunters, that would be cool. I think that would be cool. Because then it would, like, make you, like, it'd make you be like, oh, okay, I gotta go to town. I'm gonna try and get everything done that I need to get done, so I don't have to come back because the bounty hunters are gonna get me. Things like that.
There are several possible companions, including a wolf, but he doesn't seem to be as core to the
wolf?
experience as I expected. I thought we're getting some Dead to Rights retribution type shit.
I want a wolf.
2 new game modes, Takeshi Miike mode with more blood and Watanabe mode for lo-fi music in the background. Very cool, but I will be probably playing vanilla style.
Yeah.
So, the time has come. This is my plea to Sucker Punch. None of you guys watching will agree with me. And the moment I say it, you will shut off your brain and scream, "Stop the cap!" But I will build this argument. I will bring this. Open your mind. Whatever. This is between me and the devs, okay?
Aber
Es
agree.
bleiben im Raum Keitel, Jodel, Krebs und Birkdorf. You need to remove the map screen.
The what?
Let it out! Let it all out!
What do you mean?
Let it all out! Behave like I predict.
What does he mean? I feel like Ghost of Tsushima didn't have a map, right? It just had the bar at the top. Wait, what? Because he just waited to cuddle with his pets and slept for 4 hours with them in their arms unwanted. Jeffrey Dahmer. Am I close? We already watched the tea thing. I'll be ending the stream when we get to 8K, by the way.
Get it anyways, fucker Arsch. Let me cook here, okay? I love a good map screen. Yeah, it's one of the first things I look forward to seeing when starting a new open world.
Okay.
Just the art of it itself, seeing the world I get to explore. I am with you, bro. But please, for
Alright.
a moment, think about all the hoops this game jumps through to
It's very
make the
cold
player
today.
understand the world around him without pausing the game. There's a new spyglass item that lets you set waypoints for locations you see on the horizon. The guiding wind as a non-intrusive GPS system is now complemented by flowers on the ground that boost your horse's speed, making getting around
Okay.
much quicker. NPCs now come to you. No need to open the map to fast travel. Outposts have smoke on the horizon. Altars and special locations are surrounded.
Wait, does he mean like when you open the map? I thought he meant like a mini map or something in the corner. Now my neck is stiff and my back hurts. And my bun is made. My bun is mad and thumping. Oh, you bunny. Suck it. That's what you get.
Surrounded by flocks of golden birds. It
See-
is all environmental. You can interrogate NPCs for info about new locations.
God damn
If
it.
there is an open world game that can pull this off, and that is so clearly walking towards making the map screen obsolete, it is Ghost of Yotei. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah. Be brave. Be a pioneer.
Nah, I
Off into
disagree
the
with
sunset.
this because like without the map screen, like being able to go into the map screen and be like, oh, this is where I am on the map. I wouldn't have a fucking clue where I am. I don't agree with that. I thought he meant like the mini map. I thought he was trying to say they got rid of the fucking, because I think they had a bar at the top, right? And then it was just like the wind would tell you where to go. I thought he was saying they replaced that with like a mini map.
I hate getting lost. I do not advocate for any other open world game to remove their map screens, but this seems to be the logical conclusion of their game design approach. You must see it. I bet, yeah, I'm an empath. They even discussed this shit internally during development, but they decided not to do it because I know it is ballsy and people are gonna hate on it. But man, you never watched Bruce Almighty? Be the miracle, okay? That concludes my TED Talk for today. Love you all. Thank you, Monk Gang.
No, they
for
kept it
watching.
because
I am very
there's people
excited
that are
for
stupid
Ghost
like
but I
me
believe
that need
at
the
its
map.
core, it will
And will
still
get
feel
lost if they don't have it.
Quite Ubisofty. Checklisty, but it's a good direction, man. It's a good direction. Thank you, guys. Peace.
Check out this.
Yeah, you missed it, Benny. We looked at the tea stuff, and then we looked at Fat Bitch, who wants bigger seats on airports and shit. Idiots. Husband is in danger? What? My most humiliating moment in Japan, 10 years. Red Dead Redemption 3? What? Red Dead 3? There's currently no official release date for Red Dead. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm pretty certain there's no fucking Red Dead 3. Watch this.
So, my father and former lover, Asmongold, put out a video called Everyone Should Know About This. So, on the off chance that you didn't see this, he told me that everyone should know about this.
Rubbish.
I'm going to help more people know about this because apparently everyone should know about this. All right, let's get into it. You know
Oh,
what's
did
serious
you
when
see
bust out
my
the $5 potato
Discord
chip?
message, Benny?
Hi guys, it's
ma'am. It's ma'am.
me again, and today we're going to talk about the parasite that is payment processors, primarily Visa and MasterCard.
I made another video about that.
Very busy schedule of scamming random
Over right
financially
now.
illiterate people into
Funny, isn't
contracts
it?
with credit cards that have 30%.
They talked about how they've
somehow
literally this.
Sounds like VTubers who are financial.
Literally this. What he's talking about. They're trying to get porn off of Steam. And then I opened Steam this morning, and that was the first thing I was greeted with. That was in the, what do you call it? Wait, I'll open it again. Featured and recommended. That was the second thing that popped up in the featured and recommended for me. And I was like, what is this? And so I clicked on it because I was curious. And like literally it's like the second or the third image, the chick's like spread eagle. And I was like, what? Well, they were getting rid of this. Bro, another one's just popped up. What is this one called? Jera's Arena 3. 3? That implies there's 2 more. What? Date everything. What is date everything? You could date a toilet. What? What are these games? I can date a toilet? Bro, this Jera's Arena 3, literally the first picture, so you know they have like the trailer. The first picture is her with her tits out. So they were trying to get rid of this stuff. They're not doing a very good job. Bro, she's being raped by goblins. Wait, what? There's a health bar. She's being raped by goblins, but there's a health bar. What? What is this game? Okay, this is an orgy. Bro, she has 2 dicks in her vagina. What? I don't think that's physically possible. Oh, bro, Dublin, you came in at a great time. I was talking about how on Steam, the payment processors were trying to get rid of, like, porn off of Steam. But this morning, when I went on, in the recommended section, there was porn. There was a porn game. I just went on to fucking figure out what the fuck it was called. The recommended thing. And they've given me another porn game. Except this porn game's way worse than the other one. It's like goblin rape and stuff. What? How much is this game? $30! What? Wait, there's a bundle. There's a bundle. Do I get all 3? Oh, you can get all 3 for the low price of $86. I was about to say, maybe the first one is less rapey? It doesn't seem that way. What? Wait, what? You can buy advertising in the game? What? What is this game about? She took 84 damage from a goblin? The more I look at this game, the more I'm confused. What are these games about? Why is the second one $40? What happened in the second one? Did the first one sell so well that the second one, they're like, no, we want double the price? The girls are cute. Looked like there wasn't any rape in the second one. Is that why they charged extra? I'm confused. Oh, okay. I see why they recommended it. Because I have House Party. Because I have the game House Party. They recommended me these. Interesting. Huh. Very strange. How they're like, oh yeah, you have House Party? What about this like visual novel type porn game? Sure, they're the same thing. Same. But yeah, that was what I was greeted with this morning. And I just had to tell people because it was like, yeah, I don't know that the porn stuff is gone, but that stuff will turn into anything. Will get removed due to, yeah, they'll pretty much just push it to whatever they want. But it's just funny how they're like, hey, this porn game we don't want on Steam, so take it off. But then this other porn game, they're like, nah, that's fine. Leave that.
Anti-illiterate who don't understand to not send a contract that's
By the way,
60%
that other porn game,
yeah.
not that one I was just looking at, the weird goblin rape one, but the other one, I'm probably going to buy it because it's only like $13 or something. I need to play it now. I can't not play it.
Group of obnoxious Karens from, I believe, Australia, but let's be honest, it's going to be all over the world.
Even worse.
That have gotten together.
By the way, this stuff is your fault.
Attack Visa and MasterCard.
Collective Shout is in Australia.
Refusing service
what?
Steam and pressuring Steam
what the fuck is Collective Shout? Is that a thing? What's Collective Shout? I know that there's stupid fucking politicians over here that were trying to get like anime banned because of Error Manga Sensei. And I just remember it was fucking stupid. Whenever I heard about it, I was like, this is the dumbest thing. The group of Karens who pushed that stuff, really? Yeah, they have a website. What the fuck? Why do I have to verify that I'm a human? What? Ban porn on X. Tell these retailers to bin the bunny. So Playboy. That's it. Help us take on some of the biggest companies in the world. Why is there a child with a slingshot? Since our launch in 2010, we have achieved many wins. Billboards objectifying women pulled down. What do you mean? You could objectify. This is so dumb. A woman in a sundress could be objectified. Like, you could objectify anything. It's the way that fucking people see it. So dumb. Sexualized children's clothing withdrawn from sales. I agree with that one. I 100% agree with that one. Sexual violent games banned? What? Is that like the goblin rape thing we just I just looked at? Is that what that's saying? The next thing is Andrew Tate's pimping courses removed from Spotify. What? He got named. That's pretty funny. And an average age verification trial underway to help protect kids from exposure to porn. Sure, I agree with that. Last year saw a record 34 wins. But they probably count the smallest things too. And brag about removing games/manga and stuff from websites like Steam and what is itch.io? What is that? Oh, these creeps are against porn games, virtual, and defended the movie's Cuties. What? I thought Cuties was like disgusting. What games did they get removed? Oh, I see it. I was about to say, what games did they get removed? It's all the games that were in that other thing, the weird incest things. That's only twice. The games thing. It's only twice. Are they counting that as 2 wins? That's 1, you douchebag. What? No, they have it on here 3 times. I'm assuming that's their biggest win, so they were like, we need to tell everyone about this. They've put it on their website 3 times. Donate? Why would I donate? Fuck off. Bro. Oh, I can't get back in. I don't want to go back anyway. They carried on about Twitter in the main thing when you go to the website. At the top, there's a link to their Twitter. Like, what? Why do you have Twitter if you... Stupid. They defended the movie, thus I'd say put them in jail. Because I doubt their hardware is clean, probably. But yeah, there was a politician over here that carried on about Eramaga Sensei.
They remove orc massage from
I was trying to call it fucking softcore child porn or something like that. I've never seen Eramaga Sensei.
I'm gonna say I'm really upset.
But
I'm really freaking mad.
I doubt it's what he thought it was.
Hopefully we'll do something.
Or I doubt it's as bad as what he thought it was.
Oh,
nah, that's where I
it's
draw
a
the line.
fucking not safe for work game. It's a porn game. Who gives a fuck?
Who cares?
The thing is that, and this is the big issue that I have, I'm very agitated about this because I see where this is going.
Don't we have to verify our age to even look at the porn games? Am I crazy? Why don't they just put like a... Like, why doesn't Steam just do the thing that OnlyFans does with the license? So that you can prove that you're over 18. Then there's no issue, right? Because the issue that they're bringing up is that kids could buy the games, right? Am I wrong? Or is it just they just don't want it on there at all? Even for adults. But then they're okay with only... I don't get it. It hurts my head. I can't understand their way of thinking. I don't get it.
It begins with
These
the
people are
incest
weird.
games, and it ends with whatever the fuck they want.
And it's bullshit because incest is based in video games and anime. And you want to know why that is? Why go outside and bother getting a real girlfriend when your sister's right there? It's just bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And so if anybody remembers back in the 2000s, if
What?
anybody 3,000 years ago...
What did you just say?
Whenever they were talking about how Grand Theft Auto is causing
bullshit. Why go outside and bother getting a real girlfriend when your sister's right there? It's just bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And so
I assume that's a
remembers
joke,
back
right?
in the 2000s, if anybody 3,000 years ago, whenever they were talking about how Grand Theft Auto is causing school shootings and these video games are causing this stuff, what's to stop these disgusting fucking annoying Karens from being able to bully these processors into effectively not allowing us to play the video games that we want?
So, here's another question. I haven't watched it, but the Nosferatu movie, right? Nosferatu? Wasn't it like, didn't it like start with like a sex scene? Are they all cool with like the vampire sex in Nosferatu? But they're like, but we can't have the porn games on Steam. I don't understand how their brains work. Karens, by the way, one of these Karens lost their son due to uncontrolled internet access and in viewing stuff that wasn't meant for his age. 14, self-deletion. I doubt she was a good parent and something else was the cause. Yeah, the internet, clearly. If it wasn't for the internet existing, he would still be alive, bro. Don't you get it? That's why we need to take down the internet. I'm going to bring something up. Because we're talking about Karens, and I brought it up earlier. Shut up. This is where I read my manga. Go away. Stop telling me it's bad. I need to show you this thing, right? This manga I really love. I think I've mentioned it before on stream. I mentioned it earlier today. The latest chapter came out, and I was reading it, and there's a Karen in it. I've asked, yeah, no, it's telling me that I shouldn't be on this website. So these two right here, right? It's like it's a romance manga, right? Look how tall this dude is, by the way. These two are in the last year of high school. Both of these two. They're the same age. Look at the size difference. This chick is just short in the manga, even compared to other guys and other girls. But this dude's huge. This dude is like giant compared to his friends as well. I always think their size is hilarious. They've been dating for over a year at this point, right? Both their parents know. They've been introduced to each other's parents, all this sort of stuff. They all know that they're dating. Their friends know they're dating, everything. But she goes to a school that's literally next door to his school. The girl it's an all girls school, and the boys is an all boys school. The girls' school are being taught every day to never interact with the boys because they're like cancer, right? They get it's literally a school of Karens. But this girl was the first one to talk to this guy, and then all of her female friends were like, how can you talk to guys? Then she slowly convinced them that guys are fine and that the teachers are fucking crazy. But yeah, the school, her school is insane. And the guy's school is just like, the male teachers, they're like, should we talk to the girls? He's like, if you want to. That's the guy's school. It's just the girls' school that's fucking insane. And they tell the girls if they speak to the boys, they will get stupider. They will get dumber for talking to the boys. It's so dumb. Anyway, they've been dating for a year. This is their they're having a romantic moment, right? And then this happens. She pulls him in and kisses him. They've kissed before, so this isn't new, right? So they're making out, and then they hug. She tells him that she loves him. And then he pulls back a little bit to kiss her again. And then this happens. And when this happened, I was like, who the fuck is this bitch? What the fuck is going on? Look at the way she's looking at him. This is definition of a Karen, right? That she's like, could you please keep your hands off of her? She is one of my precious students. What? This bitch, this has nothing to do with you. Can you not see the mood? She's in a fucking kimono. She's alone with a boy. And are you telling me that you didn't see this shit? Literally, 2 seconds prior? Because this wasn't they kissed, he pulled back slowly, and then waited 10 minutes, and then went to kiss her again. This is all instant. You didn't see any of that? This bitch is crazy. So now that we're talking about Karens, this just keeps popping up in my brain. This image of this crazy lady. But yeah, this is one of the teachers at that chick's school who just tells fucking all the girls that boys are cancer. And it's probably because she got broken up with by a boy when she was young. And now she's like, all boys are bad. But since we've talked about Karens a couple times today, that's the image that pops into my brain.
Not allowing us to consume the content that we want, and fundamentally
Students to the Karen just assaulted a minor, pretty much. But it's the more you know about the story, the more you this the next chapter, you're oh man, this chick is gonna either get there's either gonna be charges or something's gonna happen, right? Because both of their parents know that these two are dating, and they've known for a year. So it's 100% the stupid Karen teacher is in the wrong. But to anybody who's not an idiot, which is a lot of people in this story, this story is really well written, and a lot of the characters are really intelligent. They're gonna instantly be like, why did you not like see the atmosphere and the fact that she's in a kimono and all that, and not be like, maybe they're dating? Because like, by the way, this isn't a world where like boys and girls are told not to date each other. This is like our world. This is like a normal world. It's just there happens to be a boys' school and a girls' school next to each other, and that girls' school just happens to tell the girls never to be with boys. But the rest of the world is completely normal. So she's just the fucking weird one. It's crazy. By the way, it's getting an anime, or the anime started. I don't know, but I'm super excited. I don't know if the anime started yet or not, but I can't wait. It's such a good story. The other thing too that because it's been going on TikTok about it. I can't find love. Thus, love does not exist for anyone else. Pretty much. Or she's just like, fucking, one boy was mean to me, so all boys are mean. Stay away from them. Because I do think there was a chapter where she did say boys are cancer. I think she told the girls that boys are cancer to the world or something like that. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's a great story. I love it. It's so good. But it's been like blowing up on TikTok and stuff because the other thing is both of them have been very busy. She's been busy studying to go to college because she wants to be like a vet or a doctor or something. And he's been like working he wants to be like a cake maker. He wants to own his own store and make cakes. So he's like been working at this other pastry and working really hard because this pastry that he's working at is the reason for why he wants to make cakes, is the guy who owns it, and the cakes that he makes is the reason why he wants to do it himself. So he's like putting his all into it. So they've barely seen each other in like months. This is like the first time they get to like see each other, and then this happens. So everyone on TikTok was like, being like, how dare this bitch?
Through effectively
Like, we thought we were just getting this like great wholesome moment, and then this bitch turns up. It came out of nowhere, by the way. It came out of nowhere. I think the last time we saw this fucking teacher was like that's chapter, I think, 198. I think the last time we saw this teacher was like chapter 100. So this shit came out of like nowhere. I remember reading it and being like, who the fuck is this bitch? Like, I completely forgot about her.
Fortunately, Asmongold,
There was
I've
like
learned
fucking
from the
M.
guy
Night
who's been with me
Shyamalan.
For 6.5 years. People don't understand the precedent of give them an inch and they're going to take a mile. Just like how HSR fans didn't think it was a big deal with
Pastry, like pizzas? Pizzeria? Yeah. Just for cakes. And the what? Animatronics also quirky at night? I don't know about that. This was called, right? Pastry? Where they like make cakes? Pastry? I don't know. Geek Pizzeria keeps coming up. I think that's what it's called, though, right? Where they make cakes? I don't know. I think it is. I don't know.
with global passives. Just wait. That one was already implemented.
Really good
and
story,
just
though.
wait. You know there's going to be more.
Pastry
and I
shop?
bet they're just
Yeah.
gonna be
But
fucking
like, I
great.
think another name
They're gonna
for it
be
is like
so
Pastry.
good. You cannot let
Isn't
these
it?
corporations take an inch because they
Am I
will take
crazy?
as much as a human they can. It's
Maybe
the
I'm
same
crazy.
thing with gotcha games. The
Oop.
only thing they want you to do is to spend 99 cents. That's 10,000% value. Because then you have your credit card information in, and the next time it's easier. They're getting the foot in the door.
By the
with
way,
the most minuscule.
is really funny. What makes this story even funnier, right, is that his parents own own their own cake shop, and his dad like has been making cakes since he was like in high school. So he learned from his dad from like an early age. His mother works there too. And then like when he's like, I want to make my own cakes and do this for a living, they were like, okay, cool. And so out of high school, he's like, I just want to go straight into work. And they're like, okay. He's like, but I'm going to go work in this other pastry shop, this other cake shop. And I remember when that happened, I was like, that's like, I understand why, because that guy's the reason he like wants to make cakes and not his dad, but it's just really funny. There's like your dad owns his own cake shop and makes cakes for a living, and you're like, nah, I'm going to go over here and work with this guy instead of working with you.
Cool thing ever, because they know, take an inch, get a mile, and that's the truth.
And I want to say another thing. Collective Shout and every other Karen Incorporated group, every other bullshit advocacy group that's trying to bully these payment processors, they are the symptom and they are not.
Everyone needs to read more manga and watch more anime.
There's just
Okay.
going to be another one that replaces them that does the exact same fucking thing. The disease is the payment processors and the fact that they can act effectively as a cartel. They have total autonomy to deny service to anybody for any reason if they think that it will affect their brand.
That's insane.
Well, why don't we go ahead and think about this in any other utility or any other service? Imagine if you can't get electricity because, oh, well,
you're black.
That electricity to go on websites that people disagree with or they don't like. And I have no problem with them denying service to something that is illegal.
So
by the
stupid.
way.
Sure.
I think that's totally okay.
Sure.
But whenever these people want to create their own moral legality
Yep.
and then use these payment processors as a pseudo-government to enforce it as a pretty much monopoly across the entire internet, that's not a free market, that's a fucking cartel.
Absolutely. Allowing the government to weaponize their feelings is not really anything that people should want them to be able to do. Saying these political opinions are the correct ones, and if you disagree, well, then you're banned forever. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Stupid.
Like these only
So
fans
dumb.
girls who will cut you the fuck off if you're just slightly right-leaning because they think you're a fucking neo-Nazi. People who weaponize their emotions, weaponize their feelings, and they use it to take away the things that you want to do are genuinely not good.
And I think they need to be regulated.
The government is a cartel?
Do, and I think that's the only
We're
way
getting there.
that this actually solves itself. Now, obviously, it's great if we had new payment processors come into the space. And
We're not gooning today, Benny, okay?
This, I understand that.
We gooned
I
enough
personally
yesterday.
think that you need to have
We can't goon every
regulations
day.
for financial stuff, but that's a different conversation. The one thing that I think we can all agree on is that the current situation is bad. And anyway,
But I had to mention that game just because I was like, I thought it was really funny. But they're like trying to get rid of porn games, but immediately, first thing I saw when I went on Steam was porn game.
By denying service and refusing to do business with these different companies.
It's already bad that they banned porn in Texas because I'm not
What?
putting my ID card on these sites. Bro, I haven't been on Pornhub in like 4 months, and it's starting to drive me fucking insane. All the good porn is gone, and I'm having to do repeat beats, which is driving me nuts because I like watching a porn once, jerking off, and then forgetting about it, and then find something new. But now we've like lost like 95% of porn, and I'm starting to lose my fucking...
I do that, what he just said, but I do have some videos that are like ingrained in my brain that I will probably always go back to. The favorites. Have you heard what? I don't even know how you say that. Now trending, not good news. How do you even say that? Is that Mudaha? Is that what that's supposed to be? Is that like Some Ordinary Gamers? Is that who you're talking about?
fucking mind. I'm starting to get turned on by rocks outside because they're a little bit curvy, and I'm so sexually fucking starved I can't think straight.
Doesn't he have a
I jerked
girlfriend?
off on a tree last night.
Now, you might think that this is freedom of association, and to a certain
That's
degree,
pretty
you'd be
funny.
right. But the problem is that it's not a free market.
I don't know how to spell it. Yeah,
You
him.
would have some
What happened to
companies
him this time?
and some companies that would not.
Did he throw Nux under the bus again?
Visa and MasterCard control such a large market
Post Nux
share
clarity.
of payment processing market. What that causes is it causes people to be forced effectively into using them as a service. And in the same way that you guys know this, if you live in an area that only has maybe one power service, or you live in an area that only has one internet service, oftentimes that service is either, there are two outcomes, guys. It's either regulated or
What do you
it's
do this time?
garbage. And sometimes it's both. But I can guarantee you one thing.
Do I need to
it's
watch a
certainly
video on it?
not good. And the fact is that I understand some people might be against regulation, but I've got to tell you, okay, if you're sitting on the internet using your smartphone complaining about regulation, you might as well just be a fish complaining about water. Everything is regulated.
He stole that from me, by the way. Yeah, everything in this video I told him to say, by the way. If you think anything he's saying is base, just know I told him to say it. Also, the title of this video will be Asmongold is in danger.
Your car is regulated, your phone is regulated,
He tricked me.
phone is regulated. The data your phone receives.
He
The
is
reason why he's looking down
what?
is because I
But
read him the
also
script, and he's
on
reading
the
off that script. So
Fraud
just letting
Watch,
you guys know,
like
I
Pirate,
am the guy who told him to say
and
it,
some
by
other
the way.
stuff.
He's looking a little bit less bald today. He's doing great.
Everything in the world
Oh,
is
he's now.
regulated, but we're somehow supposed to think that,
Was he
wow,
tired?
these
Okay.
billion-dollar companies that, by the way, how the fuck does a credit card
Is
company make
is
money?
there a video?
That's right.
I'm not
By
going to be
scamming
streaming tomorrow. I got to do some
Yep.
stuff.
understand math out of money,
But because I'm not
writing
streaming
off as a
tomorrow, we'll
loss,
probably end
yep,
up streaming on
the money back,
Saturday.
and then being able to say that, oh, well,
Since
it's
I missed a
okay,
day.
we're not going to pay this off as a tax, because guess what? We
Oh,
didn't
God,
make
itchy
any
nose.
fucking money because we're signing contracts with massive interest rates to people that are financially illiterate.
Yep.
And so, anyway,
So,
these
because I'm not
companies
streaming
exist
tomorrow,
as
if you get a video, I'll watch it
they
on
are. They are a parasite. They steal money
the next
from
day.
people. They are awful. And
Thursday?
anyway, now we have a situation.
What's
they are
today?
affecting our freedom of speech on the internet. They are affecting
Today,
our freedom of
Tuesday?
expression on the internet wholesale.
I mean, if you just think about the entire premise, it's the same thing with honey.
Yeah, today's
Honey was one
Tuesday.
of the biggest scams of all fucking time. You have the way the world works, which is there's a product.
Yeah,
on
so
the
I'll watch it on
market,
Thursday.
the people make it. They save money because they didn't pay labor fees because they're the ones supplying the labor.
Videos,
And
well,
then
there's
they
multiple.
upcharge you for that product, right? You pay $20 for a product that took $12 of material and $4 of making, and they bump you an extra $4 to make a profit, right? So you want a thing, they pay you for the thing. How the fuck does a company make money by giving you money?
I stopped.
These people are giving
So
you money,
I was
and that's
subbed to
how they
him,
make money. That
and I
makes
used to
no
watch
fucking
some of his videos.
And it's only going
The
to
minute the
worse,
Nux thing
because
happened,
once
I
these
unsubbed.
disgusting, fat, annoying, fucking, just Karens go and they realize, oh, it works one time. What do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna just say, oh, well, that's it. Well, I heard The View got canceled today, so after this, they're gonna be fucking bored. So they're gonna keep canceling and trying to bully these companies into doing even more things. And there's another not safe for work website. Oh, well, now there's
Is The
another one.
View
Oh,
the-
well, they shouldn't have to support
the
porn. Yeah,
show
they
with
fucking should.
the old
The same as
ladies?
your internet provider should, the same as your
Like Whoopi
electricity provider should, the same
Goldberg
as
and
your
all
water
that?
provider
What's
should.
her name?
Can you
Whoopi?
imagine if they decide to turn
You know
off
what I'm
your
talking
fucking
about.
water or your electricity?
Is that
because
show,
you're
right?
going to a porn website that
People
they don't
watch
like?
that?
It's
Insane.
ridiculous. And so I think that we need to have a degree of accountability here. These companies enjoy a massive privilege in this market. They are effectively totally free to do whatever the fuck they want. And that is going to, unfortunately, negatively affect everybody else. And to be honest with you guys, how many of you know
Touch
somebody who
me.
has credit card debt? It probably already has negatively affected people.
Very true. By the way, Asmongold's camera isn't low quality. He just got the COVID vaccine 10 times, so now the radiation has kicked in.
And so anyway, my video, what I'm talking about
Oh, they're talking about why he's so
is
bright.
that I think we
It's because
need
he's
to
wearing a
spend
white
more
shirt
awareness to
and he's
this.
sitting in
More
front of a
people need to
fucking
know about
window.
this,
That's why.
Because if it doesn't stop here, it's going to keep going into politics.
Yeah,
It's
one
going to
more
keep going
encounter.
Into different worldviews. It's going to go into religious stuff. It's going to go into every single aspect that you can possibly imagine.
We'll wait. We'll see if a
because these
Trubbish
companies are
spawns.
gun-shy and they're afraid
Let's have a
of any
look.
degree of pushback.
Oh, yeah.
So the best thing that you can do, by the
You're
way,
not a Trubbish.
is if there's ever an instance
You're
where
also not a
people are trying
Trubbish.
to push for a payment processor to not do something, these companies
I guess
are afraid
asking
of
for
pushback,
Trubbish was too
and
much.
They're afraid of backlash. That's what they're fundamentally afraid of. So if you want to make it to where they
I was
don't
wrong.
do
We didn't
these
get the shiny
things,
today.
don't make these changes, you have to be louder
I
than
blame
the
Benny.
screeching banshee harpy
It's all his
siren
fault.
Karens. That's what
This is the biggest issue with the internet, where the sensible people won't scream and cry and moan and bitch, but we're
stay here.
ruled by the. And I mean this, to you guys.
Shave.
I want you to just think about this for 2 seconds. The mentally ill run the internet. Find the error in my logic.
Yep.
The mentally ill
Um,
run the internet. The amount
boom.
of pandering that we have to do to the mentally ill is fucking insane. It is. And the reason why that is because the mentally ill bitch about everything because they're mentally ill. And whatever the common thread is, whoever's talking about the thing the most
10 minutes
is
in this
what
video.
these people
Holy
will
crap.
agree with in order to stay safe in that tribe. Because people want to go along with the flow of the events. And the mentally ill have pushed so hard that they've now started to get people to believe them. For example, artists have convinced people that you should spend $250 to get a piece of artwork that you could get for free in 3 seconds by pushing one button. No thanks, man.
I blame you.
Not even the same. And
Yeah.
you're the dumbass
Maybe
who
it's
doesn't get
syphilis.
it. I'm sorry, bro. If I can get the exact
Maybe it's
same
Maybelline.
image for free by pressing one button,
My
and
vibe
you're
was
saying,
rancid.
I'd rather pay
I don't know about that.
$500. You're retarded. Okay? You are.
You have to do. You have to do that, and if you don't, they're going to be a lot louder than you are, and that's what's happened for the last 10 years. And
I will say, I've been very tired today,
past 3 years,
but I think it's because it's cold.
It's not the same. Okay.
You know when
you're
it's
right.
cold and you
You're
just
right.
like,
It's
you just
not
feel
the
more
same.
sleepy than
Usually
normal?
AI is much better than the normal artist.
It's
You're
like
right.
that. It
Fine,
reckons
fine,
it's 14
fine,
degrees
fine,
in here, but I think it's
fine.
way
I'll see
colder
your
than that.
point.
has basically said, "Hoes mad, too bad," and we've decided to ignore them. However,
I would like
But there
to
is a
say
breeze
this is
that's coming
from the
underneath my
guy
door. Maybe
who's
that's why it's
actually
cold.
Paid artists who make art that can't be replicated hundreds of dollars. I literally paid $500.
Also, the thermometer is
for a piece
above
of
my
artwork
computer,
that
so maybe the hot air from the computer is
saying
making
for
it
art that
think it's
just gets
warmer
the
than what it
job
is.
done. You understand? Like, oh, I want this title with this image right here. Press a button. So you need to understand.
I'm more
basic
tired
art.
when it's hot.
Obviously, there's more complexities on the
I have more energy
and stop getting
when
so
it's cold.
fucking sensitive about it.
So,
they have found, as
I get what you mean, right? I'm more like physically drained when it's hot, right? Because the heat saps your energy. But when it's cold, it's like I'm like a bear that like trying to hibernate. I'm like, oh, it's cold. I need to sleep. It just makes me sleepy. But yeah, when it's hot, it just like zaps your energy.
I said, that one weak link, which is the payment processors. And again, they are awful, they're terrible, but they are a symptom and not the disease. We have to look at these payment processors, how much of a monopoly and everything that they control inside of any online transaction, inside of anything that you're doing in terms of money, and are they using that position in some way?
Well, it doesn't help that I've been drinking a cold drink the entire time either.
It subverts people's expression, or is it something that hurts it? Well, it's
No,
pretty
cold is
obvious,
nice.
isn't it? And so I wanted to make this video, and I wanted
I
to
often
talk
not
to you guys
do
about it.
go out
because I
in
feel like
winter
nobody else is saying
with any
it.
shirt
A
on
lot of people might not understand
and some
this
pants,
issue,
bro.
they might think,
Because nobody wants.
I'm sitting in just tracksuit pants. I have no shirt on. I'm just in trackies. In tracky decks. That's it. If now I want winter weather again, bro, I prefer the cold over hot. Winter over summer, all day. Winter's so much better. I'm not saying that like me feeling sleepy is bad. It's great. I'd rather feel like this than fucking be all sticky and gross and hot. Like, you know what I mean? Because like after stream, I'm gonna go out and I think I need to do the shopping with my dad. I don't know. Do that and then come back in the room. I'm just gonna cozy up with like a blanket and do some reading. It's gonna be great. Feel cozy, warm. Why are you living in the hellish hot butthole of Satan if you don't like it hot? Bro, if I had the money to like move, I would. Like in a heartbeat. I think I've said this before. I would move to. There's a part of Australia where it snows, so I'm assuming during summer, it's probably still warm, but it's nowhere near as warm as what it would be anywhere else in Australia, right? That's my assumption. I don't know for sure. But I'd move there, 100%. It's like a mountain. There's like a mountain somewhere in Australia where it like snows. I would move there in a heartbeat. There was a girl. Bro, I'd need way too much money.
To be the first person to talk about an issue because they're afraid of.
If we make lots of money, then yeah.
We live in a generation of pussies who will follow once it's become the common trend, but will never be the person to break out and to try to.
Or even like,
i.e., look at.
Even that, right? Even if I couldn't be bothered to move there, I would probably even just buy a house and set it up so when it is summer, I could just turn on an air conditioner and make it fucking freezing in my house. Because like we don't have we have an air conditioner on the wall in the kitchen, right? But because of the high ceilings and how open the house is, it's completely useless. Like we've tried it. It's completely useless. Like we've literally like tried to use it, and I remember the first time we tried to use it, we were like, what was their plan here? Like it did not work. Because like where the kitchen is, it's like from where the kitchen is, the lounge room's there as well. There's just this huge open space. And then where the lounge room is, because we're up, like this is the third story. It's all windows where the lounge room is. It's all glass windows. So it doesn't retain heat and all that, or like the coldness. So it's just the way this house is just stupid. Now you only need riches and fame and status. I don't need that. Just give me riches. I don't need the fame and status. I don't care about that. I'm the most famous duck tuber? Bro, that's impossible. Subaru exists. She's the most famous duck tuber.
Look at anything Ludwig says, look at anything Baby Nomani says, and you will see two.
But yeah, if I could get my own house where like and just set up like even if it doesn't have air conditioning, I would pay to get the whole house. Just have air conditioning.
Just as long as everybody else has said it first and they now know the water's fine. But they'll never be the first person to swim.
Oh, well, it's just a rape game or something like that. Here's where they should draw the line.
Is she a VTuber? Not a duck tuber?
If it's illegal,
what's the
then
difference?
Of course they shouldn't give it service. Yep. If it is, then yes, they should.
She's still a duck.
It should be the exact same as an electricity company, as a phone company, as a internet company, as a water company, or anything else. The random.
By the way, dumb idea. You have plenty of them.
And,
what is it?
Removal of payment processing for certain people.
Incest is illegal, right? Yeah, in real life. Not making videos of anime brothers and sisters having sex. Obviously, that's not illegal.
Yeah, but on top of that, isn't it like state by state in America? It's not all America. It's like state by state or something, isn't it?
Except for them, obviously, because it gives them the power to censor things. And
I've drunk all my drink.
What they're allowed to see on the internet. And effectively
Get yourself a what? Programmable red button, bro. I think I just.
And so anyway.
I think I just had a brain aneurysm.
I want everybody to be aware of this. I want people to see it.
Put a quacking sound on it.
And I can guarantee
when I talk.
This is the worst thing. I can guarantee you that it's going to get worse.
Yep.
Because people,
Wank,
I don't
wank,
think
wank.
that there is enough
Wank,
awareness
wank.
about this yet. I don't think that
Wank,
there's
wank,
enough people talking about this.
It sucks that I took my fucking 3 days off when all this shit started blowing up. Otherwise, I would have already made a video on it. I hate that I'm 2 days late to this. It sucks.
And I don't think people really understand this issue because
Bro, I'm late to everything. I don't give a fuck.
Speak out about it because they don't want to be seen as defending incest.
I've just been catching up on drama. Like the last couple days.
Fine. You want to play a fucking anime incest game on Steam?
Just use it randomly?
That's okay.
I think we'll just get sounds.
Because
And
guess
what are those fucking
it's not real.
things that streamers have where they press buttons and it makes sounds?
And it doesn't actually exist.
How much is those?
So
You get one of them.
that it's being regulated and why is it that people are being
Oh, bro, that was loud.
especially through this third party that shouldn't even be making these decisions to begin with. You want to talk about the brand for Visa or
Scare some mofos back to reality with them. Soundboard? Is that what they're called?
To explain why they're trying to extort some money.
Yeah, what are they? How much are those?
$50,000 because of compounding interest and debt. It's outrageous. They're disgusting parasites.
Sound,
and I hope more
not
people
soundboard,
soundboard.
sound.
Regulation and control on these people because they exist
Board.
effectively. Again, guys, this is not a free market. Please do not say it's a free market. It is absolutely not a free market. The first thing that people who have control of a free market do, or have a majority share of a free market do,
What?
is they make sure
I'm
that
confused.
it's not free. And that's
Okay.
exactly what they've been doing, and that's exactly the problem. It's the fact that there are not
Bro, what? Elgato Stream Deck. $520? Are you fucking kidding me?
And that's exactly what's happening.
Why is it so much money?
Collective Shout is an annoying bunch of obnoxious,
Like Brian has?
stupid Karens.
Oh yeah, he does have
nobody
one.
likes, probably not even themselves.
Why is this so much money?
This. But again,
Wait, does
if
Amazon?
you get rid of them, this is going to happen again. The real problem is the
Sound,
payment processors and the lack of
I'm
regulation
on Amazon now.
and accountability
Soundboard.
for what they're doing.
It all started with Fantia.jp. Visa said they didn't want to be on that website anymore. And so now I can't get
That one's
into the
$300.
Japanese hentai. And it's just really fucking
That,
frustrating.
okay, here's a
It's
cheap,
just really
shitty one
fucking frustrating.
called
The Gooner's got a Goon,
Mayono.
and I'm starting to lose my
Mayono.
fucking mind here.
So I don't really
85
like
bucks.
this, oh, we can have their cake,
Or 85
have their
bucks is
cake
still a
and eat
lot.
it too.
330.
Where, oh, well,
What?
these people,
Why
they
is so
don't
much
get
money?
regulated at all, but they can regulate everybody else and decide whatever.
What are all these
you know,
knobs for?
You know, whatever they accept and
Those
whatever
are just
they don't.
buttons.
This is
Oh, this is
just
too
as simple
confusing.
as, you know, oh well, baking.
And if you guys think
There's
it's
too
bad
many
in the
things
States,
on
if you guys
these.
see what's going on in the UK?
There's
Bro,
like
they can't do
knobs
shit.
and
You
like
can't have nothing in the UK. You got people
like
getting stabbed on the streets by
buttons, and
motherfuckers
then
who
there's
look like
things
Nigel
that slide up
Thornberry
and down.
every single fucking day. And they can't even have a quick goon sesh, bro. Oi, bro, this is bullshit. What a top 10 YouTubers.
So many
in this
buttons
video
on
without
these
a price.
things.
Cake or whatever. This is a categorical rule.
Yeah, but it's for the kids. Here's the reality, man. Don't make adults suffer.
The
There's kids on the internet.
the one that looks
Just
the
tell
easiest to
kids they can't
use
go
is
on
the
the
Elgato one.
Kids don't need to be on Twitter. Kids don't need to be on Instagram. Why the fuck does a kid need, literally, why does a child need an Instagram? They do not.
Keylight, what?
They do not.
Companies that have a complete monopoly inside
Oh,
of the
like
market
you can make
are
him turn your
exercising
microphone up and down?
When companies
What?
act collectively and they behave in one specific way that is not, again, in accordance with the law, they are making their own laws and they are not behaving as
The
an
Elgato one looks like it's the easiest to use.
cartel. They're colluding.
Absolutely.
And more
But it's
people need to know about it.
$330.
In my opinion, I think there needs to be
Oh no,
laws
wait.
against it.
If I buy it in white, it's only $280.
Not enough people know. But
That's
now you know.
confusing.
Visa and MasterCard
Why?
can suck a fucking dick, and
Are
anybody
they?
that
What the
supports
fuck?
them is
Are they not
already
the
a
same
sucker,
thing?
so I don't need to
They're
say
the
it.
exact same thing.
Anyway,
Just
guys,
one's white.
Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it.
What?
Go ahead and I had to take my dad to a fucking cancer appointment today, and so I was busy. Which, by
Oh,
the way, oh
good
my
hiccups.
god. Just before I end the video, wow, no wonder they haven't cured cancer yet. This is the nicest fucking building I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, I've been in Hilton hotels that are.
Okay. So is he saying they spent all the money on the fucking building? I already have sound ideas. Like the one sound of the dude mispronouncing mayonnaise. Oh, mayo de noche. I love that clip. It's so funny. Sliders for bass and stuff, volume, sound, looping functions, etc. Yeah. The Elgato one looks like it's the easiest to use. But it's $280. That's a lot of money. Wait, what? View plans? What do you mean? The fuck is Latitude? You can get it on a plan with Latitude? What is Latitude? I can pay it off $20 a month on Latitude. What is Latitude? I never even heard of that. Wait, if I buy it, I can get it tomorrow? Bro, Amazon is crazy. How do they ship stuff so fast? was a cheap one that I found. I'll look at it. Okay, I gotta go back. Here it is. Ugh. It's called this. Copy. And then I'll paste it here. Paste. There you go. It's called that. It has a Bluetooth function. I like the Elgato one though because it has a screen that tells you what's happening. This is just buttons and stuff. Dumbass instruction manual. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Do you need like a special? You know, I don't know how to explain this. My microphone is a USB microphone, right? I don't know what the other plug is called. The circle-looking plug or whatever. I don't even know if my computer has the capability of using that plug. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I would just buy USB microphones because they're easy. Aux? Is that aux? No, not aux. What's the... Hold on. Microphone. Mic. Cable? Maybe yeah, this thing. This thing. I can't scroll down. But this thing. Image. This doohickey. This thing. That didn't help. This one. I don't know if my computer has plugs for that. I know it probably has an aux cord. I don't know about is the big one called aux as well?
That are less classy than this cancer facility. Oh my god, they're never curing that shit. Yeah, I'm sorry guys. But anyway, that's for another video. And maybe I'll have my actual tinfoil hat on for that one, unlike this video, which is unfortunately very, very real. Anyway guys, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I know he said tinfoil hat, but the thing that's fucked up is I believe the exact same thing. Right? When you're making that much money off of these operations, when curing these diseases is like so profitable, why would the government ever want to cure them when it makes them so much money? It's like how they poison the mind with the youth of the beauty industry, where they make all these women look so beautiful in a certain way in the ads. They never show what a real woman looks like. So all these girls get brainwashed into spending money, dollar after dollar, surgery after surgery.
I agree. It's the same thing as why they don't stop making cigarettes, right? Because they make fucking so much money off the tax. Why would they stop fucking allowing people to make them? Makes no sense. Why do I have so many things open? Oh, yeah, Benny, there's a game. It's called Wu Shang Fallen Feathers. I need to play it. I don't know if it's a Dark Souls-like game or not. Souls-like game. But I need to play it. That's the game with the dancing guy. The twerking guy. We need to play it. On top of that, I think the main character is like a hot-ass Asian lady. So it has everything that I need. Hot Asian lady. Twerking bald guy. What else could you want? Ugh. Seen it, but why that? You haven't finished Dark Souls 3 yet? And not yet have played Black Myth Wukong? I probably will never play Black Myth Wukong. Everything I've seen of that game, gameplay-wise, I don't think I would enjoy it. I've seen a bunch of people play it, and every time I'm like, bro, I would hate that game. Don't let the boober distract you. Return to the monkey. But I like Boober. Boober is fun. So yeah, I don't think I'll ever play Wukong. I will play Liza P though. Because Liza P looked entertaining. Ugh. Bro, I can't stop yawning. Such a fun game with a good story. What, Liza P or the monkey game? I will say this though, probably the first game that I play after we're done with the Pokemon stuff will either be Peak or it will be the horse game. It'll be one of those two. Oh. Bro, because it's so cold, cracking my knuckles hurts. Monkey? Gameplay was for me like a mixture of FromSoft games and Ghost of Tsushima. Fair enough. I don't know. The more I watch of like Monkey Game, what was it called? What was it called? Black Myth. Black Sabbath? What? Magic? Before you buy Monkey in a Suit. Do I have to write gameplay? Because like I watched Asmon play it a little bit. I don't want like full walkthrough. I just want to like fucking get to some fighting. Or whatever. Here we go. This will do. Shut up. I don't care about the story. Just fight the thing. What a baby? The baby summoned a dragon. Am I on crack? What is happening? I mean, you dodged the dragon, but I feel like it wasn't going to hit you to begin with. Like, once again, I don't think it was going to hit you. That's a cool dragon, though. Like, look at all the buttons on the thing. Bro, there's no way I'd be able to play this. You've seen me play Elden Ring. I barely use any of the shit I'm supposed to use. Oh, bro, he's beating the shit out of this dragon. Look how much damage he just did. What? Did he just dodge everything? I feel like he dodged everything and nothing at the same time. Is that just me? I took my headphones out, so I don't know if this guy's talking or anything. In the video, I'm just watching. Oh my god, that dragon just fucking shit on you, bro. Because of his shadow clone? Kagabushin no jutsu. I get it now. Use Rasengan. That works well against Chidori. Why is he stick ring? Why is he all like fuzzy? So many questions. Oh, bro, he's beating the shit out of him. He's whacking him in the nuts. The nut shot. That's how you do it. Oh my god, that did so much damage. What the fuck? Bro's not doing too bad. What the fuck did you just do then? Fuzzy because of electric? That doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest. Bro, you rolled into it, you moron. Did you do a substitution jutsu before? Yeah, this guy's clearly fought this dragon before. He knows what's going on. Now I just want to see if he's going to beat this dragon or not. Wait, what happens when he beats the dragon? Does he have to fight the baby? Because we can't forget, there was a baby before. He's about to get electrocuted and the dragon's body pushed him out of the way. What a moron, stupid dragon. Bro, you were whiffing like crazy. Did he just put lightning on his stick to fight the lightning dragon? That doesn't make sense. Bro, this dragon does fucking shit ton of damage to him, man. When he actually like, connects. Oh, he's down! Beat the shit out of him! Quick! Whack him in the nuts! He fucked up, he should have went to his balls. Nut shot. Oh, fire stick. Get him. Oh, bro, I'm so into this. Get him. You can do it. Wait, what the fuck? His armor's different. He got new armor? What? Wait, his stick has blades on it. Wait, dragon not dead? Dragon drowned? What? Hello? If you dodge perfectly, you create a clone, and thus take no damage. Oh, substitution matrix here. Wait, what is happening? What the fuck is happening right now? We just went from fighting a dragon to talking to a flying monkey in the Wizard of Oz? I thought Wukong was supposed to be like crazy strong, right? Would he ever been afraid? Like, he's supposed to be really cocky and like crazy strong. I don't think there would have ever been a time where he would have been afraid, right? Because he can transform into former fallen enemies, bosses? Who? The baby? Wait, the baby turned into the dragon? I'm confused. The more I think about it, the more confusing it is. Hey, look, I'm live. The monkey? Oh, us? We can turn into enemies? Oh. Wait, does that mean he can turn into the dragon? Oh, wait. There's Assassin's Creed 4 remake news? We'll watch it tomorrow. Remind me, Benny, to watch this tomorrow.
The Assassin's Creed Black...
Need to know the news. And the monkey isn't Wukong? Oh. What? I thought the monkey was Wukong. I thought that was the point. Ooh, booty. This is the game I was just talking about? Look at that booty. No, I said no gooning. I can't goon. Okay, well, I'm gonna get going. Get something to eat. And then cozy up and read some books. But yeah, I won't be live tomorrow. But I'll be live the next day. So collect videos, Benny. What you want me to watch or react to. What the fuck is this? These games? What is happening? YouTube has games on them? Can a non-gamer beat Elden Ring? Boss? Why? What is this hair, bro? You guys see this? Look at her hair. What is she doing? I'm sorry we lied to you. I don't even know who you are. It's okay. I forgive you. Random lady. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm getting distracted. Okay, well I'll see you guys not tomorrow but the next day. If you guys enjoyed today's stream, leave a like. If you'd like to see more, subscribe. But till next time.